New Jersey coffee is juicy right now. Words. New Jersey coffee jug is streaming right now.
Good morning, everybody. NJ Coffee Junkie here, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey. And it's Sunday. You know what that means. It's time for some Sagrada. That's right. Everybody's favorite Sunday morning dice game. Oh, goodness. How's everybody doing? Welcome on in. Get comfy, get settled, grab your coffee. I know I am. I have a basic half-calf blend because I made a pot this morning because last week, after trying and having difficulty with the coffee maker, I decided, as you know, the motorcycle zoomed past my house, that making a pot would be much faster for everyone. So here I am. But happy July 4th, everybody. It is a holiday here in the States. Tomorrow it's properly observed in quotes because it's a federal holiday. I have the day off and I might be streaming tomorrow. It depends. Hubs and I have a lot of stuff we have to do. So we're going to make sure we take care of that. But, we were going to put in our air conditioner yesterday, okay? We were going to put in our air conditioner yesterday. And that kind of went sideways. That went sideways a bit because we need a special part because the air conditioner that we're replacing has been in the house since before we had the house. And it was only a matter of time before we were going to end up replacing it. And with the heat being what it is, we figured, okay, we'll see how it goes. And it didn't go so well. So we decided to replace it. We waited long enough, and then we realized we couldn't right away. So Hubs is actually bringing in somebody. He's having his brother come over next week. Now, here's the thing. They asked me, before we dive into the game, I just want to catch up with everybody. And good morning, Lady Amelia. It's nice to have you back too. And that's totally okay. I'm going to a friend's house pretty much right after this. I think we're going to head over there a little before 3, just so that we have time. We have time to make sure we have everything and that we're, whatever. I'm already dressed and ready to go. I just have to put some socks on and I'm good. It's been so hot that I've been walking around barefoot a lot lately, which is great for my feet. Yeah. But I digress. So next weekend, I will not be streaming. I will not be streaming from this channel. I will be part of a 48-hour charity event with my friends. We're all part of Draw for Charity. I'm going to put the information here for you. That should have worked. If it didn't, I'm going to have to ping it properly. It did work. Very good. So make sure you're following us at Draw for Charity because we want very much to have as many people there as possible. We have a bunch of special guests that we've been announcing left, right, and sideways. And later today, I'm going to have, it sounds like I'm going to have a special guest. One of my fellow board members of Draw for Charity join me so that we can talk about exactly what we're doing and maybe say who we're going to have and stuff like that. Now let's dive into the game and I'll go a little bit more about what's going on this coming week. So this is Sagrada, and it is a dice game. And let me know if I'm competing with the music a little too much. I'm going to turn it down just a hair. There we go. But basically, Sagrada is a board game, actually, inspired by a basilica in Spain called the Sagrada Familia. Good morning, Rex. How are you, friend? How are you? So it's based off of this because that basilica is known for its beautiful stained glass windows. And so in this game, you're using dice, well-crafted dice, I might add, to create a version of these windows. It's a 5x4 grid, and the first game of every stream, I always choose my own board, and you are fine. You are fine. Cheers, friend. I also am enjoying my first cup of the day. It's a nice half-calf blend with a little bit of creamer in it. But in any event, so the first game of the stream, I always play against the AI. I always play multiplayer so that you get an idea of the basic concept of the game, the gist of the game, what have you. And then following that, I play solo mode so that you can see the differences. And so first things first, looking at the board, we have this up here. This is the private objective. This is only for us, because you're going to be playing with me. I do allow backseat gaming here. For this game in particular, which I realize is not listed on my description, so I am going to fix that. There we go. So backseating for this particular game is allowed, and we are going to be looking for yellow dice, because the pips, which are the little dots on the dice, whatever that final total is, that's going to be our bonus points. Those will be our bonus points, some of them anyway, at the end of the game. Now, at the beginning of every game, we have a choice of 4 different boards, and they range in difficulty. As you can see here, favor tokens difficulty. And the difficulty ranges from 3 to 5. 3 to 6. And that tells you how many favor tokens you will have to use during the course of the game. So we have Batillo, which is a level 5 difficulty. And you can see the difficulty here because it's covered in something called restrictions. And I'm actually going to get into that. I'll get into that once we get to the main board and start playing, so that you can see for yourself how the dice interact with one another and how the board works and how board manipulation works. Next up for 6, level 6, this is the hardest difficulty. And you can tell because basically 2/3 of the board, or 3/4 of the board, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So most of the board is covered. This is called Water of Life, and it's a level 6. Then there's Aurora Sagradas, and that is a level 4 difficulty. And you can see that the board is a little more opened up this way. And then last but not least, Bellsguard is a level 3 difficulty. You can see that there's a lot more wiggle room, a much more wiggle room there. I'm going to pick Aurora Sagradas as our first play this morning, and go from there. If you hear any noise in the background, that is the portable air conditioner, and I also have a snack so that I don't get super hungry, because if I get hungry, that's going to be bad, because I don't want you to hear my tum growl. No tum growling in this dojo. As I say. Anyway, I also have some chocolate milk here because it's cold. I want something cold. It's hot. How did I do last week? We had one really amazing game and one game that was just a capital letter oof across the board. I won, I think, 2 and lost the rest, and it was fun. It was worth it. So here's what we're looking at in terms of our tools. And I'll explain how tools work in a second. Good morning, Elvin. How are you, friend? So here we go. So better, yes, much better. So we have running pliers. After your first turn, immediately draft a die. Skip your next turn this round. This is great if as you're going first in the round, and I'll explain all of that on 2 screens from now. There's Grousing Pliers, which is draft a die. Drafting a die means picking up a die. Elvin says, I'm tired. I spent almost 11 hours in a voice chat yesterday. Whoa, okay. What were you up to? What were you doing? Because that's a lot. Grousing Pliers, draft a die, then increase or decrease its value by 1. But 1 can't be 6 and 6 can't be 1. Okay, fair enough. And then Lathkin, move exactly 2 dice, obeying all placement restrictions. Okay, and I'll explain what restrictions are in just a minute. Ooh. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I haven't had this combination yet. Ever. So these are our public objectives. These are objectives that everyone in the game will be attempting to attain for bonus points. So right here we have Squiddle Season 2. Oh, that's right. That's right. Liara's Patreon server opened up yesterday. I forgot about that. If I had Bedrock, I would have joined you. Honestly, I would have joined you. I'm considering getting Bedrock at some point, just to see the differences and stuff. But not yet. So instead of 4 hours, it took 6. Ooh. Oof. I'm sorry, dude. Oof. Mm-mm. Okay. So let's see. For 4 points each, we have color variety, sets of one of each color anywhere. Knowing that this is a 20 grid board and we have 5 different colors, the max points we can get is, well, 16, because it's 4 sets of 5. Yellow, green, blue, purple, and red. Then for 5 points per row, so this is also another 20-point opportunity. Rose shade variety, rose with no repeated values, so all the dice have to be different. But here's where the sticky wicket comes in, because you have column shade variety, columns with no repeated values. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to be for 20 points as well. Good morning, Grays. How are you? Welcome on in. We are looking at... if you play Bedrock, Lady Amelia, it's Liara's server. I'm going to actually put her... I'm going to give her a shout. She has her Patreon server called Squidcraft. And she's one of our mods here, and I'm one of her mods, and she's one of my closest online friends. So definitely go give her a follow if you haven't done so yet. And just for the heck of it, because I can, I'm also going to shout out Elvin, because Elvin is a streamer too. I don't get to go to many streams because of timing, but definitely make sure to check Elvin out as well. So this is going to be a pickle. This is going to be a real challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. And I think with the lighter weight board that we have here, it's going to be easier to do. I think we'll be okay. Now, when my turn comes, I'm going last this round. I'll explain all of it in just a second. Let it come to me. Okay, here we go. Here's the explanation. So first things first, up on the very, very top. Oh, I need to turn off that, command. Hold on. That's my Among Us command. I forgot that was up. I forgot that was on. Hold on. Let's turn that off. That should not be there. And I have to turn it off on the timer. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. Did I do that right? Did that work? Yeah, that worked. Okay, good. Good. Okay, we're in good shape. We're in good shape. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay. So... Oh, yeah. Tips are appreciated. I am in the middle of saving up to pay for the braces I'm going to get very soon. I see the dentist next week, and I'm going to be signing all the paperwork to start getting my braces. And I just want to say a big thank you to not just to all of you, because between my part-time job and what Twitch has been able to help with, I'm currently in a spot where I can cover at least 10% of my braces, because I have to pay full price for them, because because dental insurance, my dental insurance does not cover my braces as an adult, I think. So I have to shell out like $6,000. And I've been saving up for it, and Manatee, my husband, is actually he's actually covering the down payment. So we're lucky to have that, but obviously, you know, I have to pay every month to get the rest, and so yeah, I've got about 2 months ready to go. So I'm ahead of the curve. So I want to say thanks for that, everybody. Like, really, I really appreciate it. Like, all the support that I've had You're making it easier for me to take better care of my health. And dental health is so important. So thank you for that. But anyway, I digress. I really want to get into this game because we have a unique challenge that I don't think I've ever seen on stream before. And so I want to get right to it. So first thing we're looking at is whoa, okay, hold on. Something happened with my screen here. One second. There we go. Let's save that. Let's fix that. Very good. Okay. So first things first, we have the turn layout here on the top. And the turns go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, depending on how many players there are. And that helps keep it balanced so that the first player, so it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because then the player who goes last that round is at a significant disadvantage, and the player who goes first is at a significant advantage. And so that again helps keep things balanced. I go fourth this round, so I'll be taking my turns at one after the other. Next up is the round track. There are 10 rounds in this game, and at the end of every round, any unused dice are placed into the round track to signify the end of the round and the beginning of the next. Over here on the left, we have the 4 favor tokens that we will be using to pay for the tools, and I'll explain how that works in just a minute. We have our private objective a little bit below that, so we have our yellow objective here, and then our 3 other objectives over here on the bottom and on the right. So we have the color variety, which is the sets of 1 of each color anywhere, the rows being different numerically or value-wise, and the columns being different numerically. So we have quite a situation here. Like, for example, in this grid here, actually, wait, I should explain the restrictions before I get into the main meat and potatoes of the board. So the game works where there are 3 different types of restrictions that you have to keep in mind when you're placing your dice. Well, technically 4, but for the game purposes, it's 3. First is color. So right here in this red spot, you can only put a red die. There is a tool that allows you to place things despite color, but for the most part, yeah, if this spot is red, you put a red die there and that's it. Next up is value or numerical. So you see that the board is dotted 1 through 6. So you can only place a die matching that number in that spot. So only a 4 here, only a 6 here, etc. The third is adjacency. Thank you, Lady Amelia. Thank you for the good luck. The third is adjacency. So, for example, if I take this yellow 1 and I put it here, I wouldn't be able to place a 1 above it because it's the same number. Likewise, if I put a yellow in this spot and I have that yellow 1, I wouldn't be able to place it because of adjacency. So you can't place the same color next to each other, and you can't place the same number next to each other. So you want to be on the lookout for that, and I will be on the lookout for that. Now, I said I allow backseat gaming for this because there might be something that I'm about to do and that you're like, oh no, NJ, do not do that. Well, then I want you to hit !no, and that is going to yell at me. I have Streamlabs to yell at me on your behalf to tell me to not do the thing. So be mindful of that. Feel free to use that. It's hilarious. I love it. It came up in a stream, I think, last week. Last week, I think it was. So if you hit !no, that will tell me to hold up and you can explain what you're thinking. And maybe you're on a better track than I am. So I'll be counting on you if you see something I don't to speak up and not be afraid to do so. Because good grief, y'all. It's going to be fun. So here's our draft pool. Right here, and the draft pool basically are the dice that we're going to be able to use. We have a red 1, a yellow 1, a blue 5, a blue 2, and 2 purple 2s. That yellow 1 looks appealing because of our private objective, but that 1 is also not going to do us many favors. We can get away with other things for that. So I will start placing in a second. Here are the tools that I talked about earlier. and you'll notice that there is a favor token symbol above each one. The first time a tool is used by any player, it costs 1 token, 1 favor token. Anytime after that, if the same tool is used, even if by the same player who used it the first time, it's always 2. So with the fewer favor tokens you have to work with, the more strategic you have to be about how to place it. Good morning, Esty. How are you, my dear? So looking at this and knowing that we have to keep the columns and the rows different numerically, we're in a weird spot. That's not a bad thing. Like, for example, we can take this 5 and we can put it here because we know that there can't be a 5 anywhere here or anywhere here or anywhere here. So a 5 here is absolutely moot. But we have freedom to put 5s here. We know that this is most likely going to be a 5. So this spot here is pretty safe to fill in that blue spot. Now, will I be wrong later? Possibly. But it's so early game that it's not going to be a problem. So we can do that. So, all right, so here we go. Now, what do we play next? We know that we don't, if we put this purple 2 here, that's going to negate the row. We're going to lose 5 points that way. We know that if we put the yellow 1 here or the red 1 here, we're not only going to if we put the red 1 here, we're going to botch this red spot, so we don't want to do that. But if we put the yellow 1 here, we're going to botch this 1 in this column. So what do we do? Well, we put the red 1 over here. Or we can put the purple 2. I think we should put the purple 2. We are not stuck by color. We're stuck by number. And this is a new challenge. I'm in the middle of my first cup of coffee. I have some chocolate milk because I wanted something cold, and I ended up getting a whole box of it because I really like chocolate. But I'm trying to cut down on candy and cookies and sweets. So for me, milk is a good alternative, and I'm thankfully, I don't, that kind of stuff. Chocolate is best. All right, so that is a thing we can do. And we'll go from there. Good morning, Alice. Forgive me if I sound sniffly too. I woke up really congested, and I steamed my face. We have these small hockey puck type menthol things that I use, and they kind of started to do the job, but kind of not at the same time. So I might sound a little sniffly. So apologies for that. Okay. So what do we have here? We have a red 3. Okay. Yellow 6. Good. Yellow 3, good. Blue 6, blue 4, purple 5, and a purple 2. Okay. So what do we want to do in this situation? Well, part of me thinks the 6 can go here, because there won't be a 6 here because of this row. So the 6 being here, or even here, is the best shot. So I think that 6 is going to be just fine. And again, we're not restricted by color, so we're in a halfway decent spot here. That's okay, Alice. Take your time. I'm gonna be here till about 2. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm just tired. We did a lot of walking and stuff yesterday between trying to figure out the air conditioner and cleaning the house, and then we spent like 2 hours food shopping because we had to restock everything, and it was finally a chance to do so. And we had to wait till the store was basically empty because people in our area are walking around without masks now, and we still wear ours. So it's like, okay, when can we go to the store before? When can we? Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bump the mic. Good grief. Sometimes I forget it's there. So, we said, when can we go to the store with the fewest amount of people before 4th of July? And so we ended up going pretty late last night. We went pretty late last night. We went around 6 o'clock. And there was just enough time for us to go through the whole store and get everything we need. Because we went to the big... We usually go to the store A, which isn't far from the house, but it's a very kind of niche-y place. It has very specific things. But if we go to the other store that's in the next town over from us, it's a lot bigger, it has a wider selection, you know, that kind of stuff. So we go there when we have to do a lot of shopping. Like, if we need to restock the whole house, that's where we go. And so we were there last night getting, you know, produce and all this other stuff, like all this wonderful stuff. And by the time we were done, that's when the store started to get crowded. So we missed the window. But man, oh man, could we not find a couple of things. Like, the whole meat department was just ransacked. Ransacked. We were able to get some stuff, though, so I'm really excited. I think Manatee's going to make a stew in the slow cooker tomorrow, and I can't wait because he makes really good stew. But, hold on. Let's get back to the game for a second. I'm going to place this yellow 3, not only because it's going to give us 3 points here, but we do need to start filling these restrictions in, because that ultimately is going to help us figure out how to fill in the rest of this board. And we need to get down here anyway, because we're missing a lot of real estate. I think that's going to be a good play. And whether you're here in chat active or just hanging out in the lurk lounge, I just want to say good morning and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Alright, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a yellow 4, a green 6, 4, and 3, a blue 6, 4, 3, and 2. Okay, so no purple. Interesting. No purple. So this purple can either be a 5 or a 6. It would probably be better as a 5, quite frankly. I think I'm going to be looking for a purple 5. Because this can't be a 5. This could also be a 1, but I don't see a 1 here. So I think I'm going to have to go down and around. The green 4 I cannot put here. Or the 3. The 3 for adjacency, the 4 because there's already a 4 accounted for here. So what I might have to do, because there's no 4 accounted for here or here, and there's no 4 here just yet, I'm going to have to put that there, and then be surrounded by restrictions that way, which is difficult, but and not ideal, but not terrible. Not terrible. Because I could put the blue 4 here instead. Because there's no 4 this way. So there's that. I could also put the 2, because there's no 2 for here, but... This is the toughest one I think I've ever come across. That 4 is definitely mine, though. That 4 is definitely mine, because I want those bonus points. I want those bonus points, and being surrounded by color restrictions doesn't actually helps. And so we're left with a blue 4, a blue 6, and a blue 2. Huh. Which way do I want to go? Do I want to go this way, or do I want to go that way? Oh, good morning, Mikey. Thank you. I am hydrating. Oh, and thank you for the posture check. I was leaning forward a little bit. Thank you. Let's see. What does Jonas need? Jones needs any blue, but if they're following the protocol, they'll put that 6 there. I'm not going to take that 6 though. They're probably going to go after the 6. Yeah, they're definitely after blue. That's what it's looking like to me. So, and I can't put a 6 anywhere yet. That's not going to be a problem. So why don't we go after... Hold on. Why don't we go after the 2? I think we'll be good. I'm doing well, Mikey. I'm actually excited, and I'm really keeping my fingers crossed that the weather holds up a little bit, because we're supposed to get more thunderstorms today. But we're also going to be visiting friends for 4th of July. And we haven't seen our friends since May. So we haven't seen our friends in a couple of months. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them later. How are you? All right, what do we have here? We have... Oh, I can't place those reds. Poop. I can't... well, I can't... Actually, I could. Mikey says it's starting to cool down over here, so we could do with a thunderstorm to clear over the leftover heat. Yeah, it was in the high 90s, like mid to high 90s all week, and then the last 2 days it's been thunderstorming, like real bad thunderstorms. I was on Joe Hills' stream Friday after Among Us to help him playtest for his Ravenloft event on Saturday for Draw for Charity, which, by the way, again, if you're not following us on Draw for Charity, do that now, because we're going live at 7 p.m. Eastern on Friday the 9th, and we're going to be live until 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday the 11th. We're doing a 48-hour charity stream. That's correct, Mikey. I have my friends overseas, and they translated for me, and it was about 37-38 pretty solidly for a few days. It was really unbearable. I'm in a 4th of July themed dress that I have. It's got like it's red and blue, and it has stars on it. To see my friends later, because it's just been so unbearably hot. Okay, so what are we looking at here? We have a yellow 1, which we can totally use, I guess. We could use that, but I'm going first this round, and I think I might actually want to use running pliers, maybe. So the purple for this spot are irrelevant, the red for this spot are irrelevant. We could do the 6. That's fine. The Lurk Lounge is always open. There's coffee, tea, and orange juice and water. Just help yourself. It's like a virtual cafe. That's what this channel is. It's a virtual cafe. So, go for it. Let's see. Red 6, red 2, yellow 1. Thank you, Mikey. Blue 4, blue 2, purple 4s, and a purple 3. So the purple 4s and 3s I can't put anywhere near here because there's a 4 here and a 3 there, so that's moot. I already have a 6 and a 2 in this column, in this row, so that doesn't work. Yeah, the 1 being here, right? If I put the 1 here, well, actually, wait, I'm going to put the 6 there instead, because I don't care if the 1 is there. This has to be a 5. There is no choice. This has to be a 5. And if it comes, I'm thinking of using running pliers to take my next turn, grab the 1, put that there. Well, here's the thing, Grays. So these are the objectives right now. This is what's making it so difficult. in order to get bonus points, the rows can't be different values, but neither can the columns. So the rows and the columns have to be different numbers. They have to be different numerically. And so that's what I'm trying to keep in mind as I'm placing. And as I fill this part in, this part down here is going to be a little easier. So if I stick with the 6, do the running pliers, place the 1, I should be fine. Because I could also instead use Grozing Pliers, make that a 5 and not have to worry about it later. Which, quite frankly, I'm actually just going to go ahead and do. I'm going to use Grozing Pliers and I'm going to make that a 5. Because by making it a 5, I can put that there, and then that's it. Because there's a chance I might not get, but I'm going to return that. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to play that, running pliers, oh wait, no, I can't do running pliers because that's not going to allow me to do that. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, this is going to be messy, isn't it? Huh. Oof. Big oofs. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I think to save myself a lot of grief, I'm going to do this first. Make it a 5. Put that there because that's the only place I can put a 5, because now this has to be a 6. That has to be a green 6. Because I can't use running pliers now. So, you know what? Hold on. No. Here's what we're going to do. I want to save my points. Here, let's do this. Let's see what comes back to us, and we'll go from there. Let's see what comes back to us. If one of the purple 4s comes back to us, which is looking like it will, it will. Okay, so we saved ourselves a little bit of grief. Now we can use Grozing Pliers on this, make it a 5. And then plunk that there. And then this can be any 4. This can be any 4. This can be a 1. This can be a 3. This can be a 1 or a 3 right here. This has to be a 4. And then down we go. It's going to get harder, but I think we're in good shape. I think we're in good shape right now. I really do. Fingers crossed, everybody. Because it's just going to get harder from here. It's just going to get harder from here. Okay, so it looks like I take both my turns in a row, which is amazing. Yeah, the red one and the blue 4, that's what I'm kind of thinking right now. So, the red one here, we can do that. So then 1 can't be down this column, which it wouldn't be anyway. And then I'm going to play the yellow one here, because that's an extra bonus point. I can't get down to this 6 yet. I could also play the blue 4, but I find that 1s are really hard to come by. So I'd rather just get this restriction out of the way and just deal with it later. And I think that should be fine. I don't think we're going to be using the Lathkin and the movement manipulation, but that's just me. Forgive me, I'm chewing on a, I have a cereal bar, so I have something in my belly before I go out. Okay, what are we looking at? We're looking at a red 6, red 2, yellow 6, green 5, green 1. This is the most ones I've seen in a game yet, by the way. Just saying. Blue 6, purple 1. Well, that yellow 6 is going right there because we want those bonus points. No questions about it. The lack of other colors is really bothering me. The lack of things are really bothering me. So, this is going to be tough. Now we're starting to get into the more sticky of the wickets, if you will. Now, we know that a 2 cannot go in this column or this column. So these are accounted for. So either of these can be the 2. Either of these can be the 2, or this can be a 2, or this can be a 2. So 2s are basically over here. Yeah, I'm thinking that the red 2 can go here. Because a 6 can go here. This is the only place a 6 can go. Because a 6 can't go here or here. Well, it can't go this whole row. So this is the only spot available for a 6. That middle spot does have to be a 2. Yeah. See, now we're starting to get we're getting into a little more difficulty. Or a 4, yeah. But the 2 I think is going to be good because a 2, this has to be a 6 by default now. This is the only other place to put a 6. So if we end up with a 6, if we end up with a yellow 6, I think we can we get away with it? No, because we made that yellow a 1. Oops. Didn't think of that. That's okay. Alright. I see some yellows. I see some yellow potential. 2 red 1s, 2 yellow 4s, a green 3 and 2, a blue 4, and a purple 5. I definitely want that yellow 4. I want those bonus points. And now we now have 2 completed rows. Completely different. We have 1 complete column. I really want that purple 5. I really want that purple 5. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use running pliers to take that purple 5. And now 5 can't go here, here, or here. Let's see, because 5 can't go here, here, or here, or here. So a 5 can go here, and a 5 can go there. A 6 is here. So this is all stuff you got to keep in mind. All stuff we have to keep in mind. We have to do this together. We have to do this together. Good morning, Julie. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ooh. Well, what do we have here? We have yellows I can't use. At least not yet. Oh, goodness. Well, let's see. We said that this spot absolutely had to be a 6. I'm doing well. I'm having my first cup of coffee. I have some chocolate milk here and half of a cereal bar that I'm kind of just politely noshing in between turns. Because I do need to eat. Let's see. This is going to get more complicated now. We know that this is going to end up being a 3 or a 4. This is going to be a 3 or a 4. This has to be a 6. So I'm going to put the 6 here. This is the only spot for a 6. So if the... Actually, wait, you know what? I'm going to get my last 5 points here. Come to think of it. Because a 5 can't go here, or here, or here, or here. So a 5 can go here or here safely, and it might as well be the yellow 5 surrounded by all these yellows. I'm going to see what comes back. I'm going to see what comes back at this point. I didn't think the green 6 would come back, but I was afraid the yellows wouldn't come back. Okay, Teresa used 2 favor tokens, so her bonus point amount is low. So now I'm looking at a blue 4 and a purple 4. Well, 4 isn't going here or here. There's no chance of that. So a 4 can go here, but I can't use either one. A 4 could go here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the blue 4 here because this is safe to do. So this is going to have to be a 3 or a 2. This right here. Hello, Blue Wave. How are you? So we're going to let that go. We do have 2 favor tokens we can use for one more tool opportunity if we want to. Sure thing, Gamma. Okay. What do we have left? We have opportunities, we have possibilities here, friends. We have a yellow 1, a green 3, a green 2, purple, a blue 4, purple 5, purple 1. If I get another green in, I'll get points for it. That is very true. What I think I can do, because we have 1, 2, 4, and 5. So this here can be a 6 or a 3. This is the only spot I can place a 6 for the rest of the game. This right here has to be a 6 or a 3. This has to be a 3 or a 4. And I can't place a 4 here. This has to be a 3 or a 2. So, I think... Sorry. I am pointing at something. Okay. I keep forgetting. I'm looking at chat and going back and forth. So, this spot right here... Hi, Moo. This right here... Yeah, sorry about that. This right here can be a 3 or a 6. This right here can be a 3 or a 4. This has to be a 2 or a 3. This has to be a 1, 3, or 4. I have to fill in these up here first before I touch either of these. Well, Graves, the way that my brain works, I'm looking at... Good morning, Serena. I'm looking at... If I fill this first row in, that's going to tell me what's left to make sure that I get the most amount of points for the objectives, right? If I fill in the bottom, I'll have a harder time with the top because I might accidentally work something. So, what I'm thinking is taking the 3, putting it here, then taking the 2 and putting it here. I wish there was a red. I need one more red, I think. And that would give me 3. Although I did go a little bit heavy-handed with the... I did go very heavy-handed with the yellow for good reason. But if I place... Actually, if I place the 3 here, I can place a 6 here, and I can manipulate something here. Why not put the green thing on the right? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do, Esty. Because if I need to, I can always manipulate something into a 6 here. I read your mind. I read your mind. I read your mind. Okay. So I'm going to put the 3 there. And then this means I can make this a 1, and that would be safe. But I need to make this... This can be a 2 or a 3. This now has to be a 6. So I think I'm going to put the 2 here because that's... I'm going to put the 2 here. So this has to be a 6. Hold on. No, hold on. Let me make this a 1. That's going to solve this. So this now has to be a 2 or a 3. This has to be a 6. 2 or 3, 6. So, fingers crossed, everybody. This is going to get ugly real fast. This is going to get ugly really fast. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Please give me the 6. Give me the 6. Give me the 6. Yeah! We got the 6! We got the 6! Look at that. We got the 6! We did it! We did it, everybody! Now, do I use my last 2 favor tokens? Oh, Serena, thank you for the 6 months with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, so here's that. Oh, that reminds me. That reminds me. So, I got an email the other day about follower emotes. When you follow the channel, you can use emotes. I have to figure out which ones, and I might have some new ones commissioned. So keep an eye out because I'm going to update you as soon as I can. So now there's a green 3. Is Salazar going to use... Oh, Salazar can't use the green! Yeah! Oh, it's so good. Salazar can't use the green. We're good. Because we can place that right here. We did it. Look. We did it. We did it. I can't believe it. It worked. It worked. It worked. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to give myself a headache. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so excited. I'm like, someday I hope you'll see my face, but I'm grinning so hard my cheeks are starting to hurt. Oh goodness. I can't believe it. We maxed it. Oh my gosh. Oh! Good grief, we did it! Somebody clip that. I'm actually clipping this now because I want them to see it. Oh, this is going to be so good. Alright, hold on. I have the clip up. I'll fix it later. Oh, that's so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness. So listen, everybody. I have some, hold on. We're going to view this window. We're going to look at our, look at this majestic board right now. Look at this board. I'm actually going to get a, I'm actually going to get a snip of this so that I can post it on Twitter later, because Floodgate is so awesome in letting me, and Direwolf are so awesome in letting me stream this game for y'all, that every time something really cool happens or whatever, I always like to take a screenshot and make sure they see it on Twitter. And if I get to go to like PAX, hopefully, or Origins or whatever, and they're going to be there, I want to walk up to them and tell them, hey, so I've been streaming this game every single week because I love it so much. I want to be able to tell them that. Alright, so yeah, we did good. We did good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shift over. We're going to shift over to solo mode, like we usually do at the second game. I know this game took an hour, but that's fine because we were having fun with it and we did really well. We're going to be looking for either shades of green or yellow, because in solo mode, you're given 2 private objectives to go after, because you're basically playing against the round track. And as is my wont to do, I always allow you to choose which board I play. So here we go. We have Symphony of Light, which is a level 6 difficulty. That's the hardest board. Lux Astrum, which is for 5 points, so the next hardest difficulty. Looks like there's that's what I call the Mardi Gras board because it's green and purple, or also my board because it's green and purple. There's Luz Celestial. Enjoy the lurk. Fingers crossed you do well. I know you will. And Kaleidoscopic Dream, which is for 4. So I'm gonna give you 3 minutes. Actually, no, 2. I don't need 3. So I'm gonna take a health and safety break for a bit. I'm gonna go grab another cup of coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna go grab another cup of coffee and maybe grab a couple of bites of a piece of fruit or something real quick. But I'm gonna let you use your bits, and I'm gonna let you use your coffee beans for this vote. And also, I'm going to have a special guest join us for the next game, and we're going to play together, and we're going to talk about the awesome that is Draw for Charity. So make sure you get your vote in. I'll be back in just a second. Looks like Kaleidoscopic Dream is taking the lead with Lux Astrum and Symphony of Light right behind it. So get your votes in. Make sure you use your bits and beans. That's what they're there for. Oh, looks like I got back just in time for Kaleidoscopic Dream. Good stuff, good stuff. Good choice, everybody. Good choice. Okay, so I'll explain the tools, and then I'm going to... Okay, so I'm going to be chatting with Gamma Liz, who is one of the board members of Draw for Charity with me, in just a minute. I'm just waiting for her to confirm, but let's talk about these tools for a second. Now, I'm so glad. So, with solo mode, for those who are new to the channel and the game, the tools work differently than in multiplayer. With multiplayer, you're using your favor tokens to pay for them, but in Sagrada, in solo mode, you're using one die of a matching color, and you burn that die to pay for it. And the tools can only be used once per game in solo mode, so you really have to be careful about what you use when. And so what we have here is we have Glazing Hammer, which is reroll all the dice in your draft pool on your second turn before you choose one. Okay, great. Flux Remover, that's for blue. For purple, we have Flux Remover. Draft a die, then swap it for a new die from the supply, choose a value, place the new die, obeying all placement restrictions, or return it to the draft pool. That's a finger crosser, if I ever saw one. Lathkin, which we saw before, we didn't have to use it thankfully last game. For yellow, move exactly 2 dice, obeying all placement restrictions. And then last but not least for red, Copper Foil Burnisher. Move any 1 die in your window, ignoring value restrictions on your window pattern. So this might come in handy at some point. Good morning, the Witch from the Sea. How are you? Well, come on in. Make yourself at home. So you must obey all other placement and adjacency restrictions. And so our public objectives, we have a low point objective here that's actually not terrible, which is Deep Shades, sets of 5 and 6 values anywhere. That's actually going to be helpful because we want to keep, the round track basically tells us, what our final score to beat is going to be. So having to keep the 5s and the 6s down away from the round track is actually very helpful. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to grab my calculator now because I always keep track of what things are. And then we have Rose Shade Variety making a return, Rose with no repeated values. So that 5 and 6 is going to be, interesting, if I ever saw it. But before I continue, as the board sets up, I'm actually going to ring Gamma, and I'm going to lower the, I can't lower the music because I would lower her. And I am ringing her now. I'm actually going to go into the settings and lower the music a bit. I'll lower the music. Hi, Gamma.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just lowering the music and the sound so I can turn you up. Can I say something for me?
I'm saying something for you.
Fantastic.
That's something that you want to hear.
Ah, wonderful. Can everybody hear Gamma? Okay, Lady Amelia, enjoy the lurk. Can y'all hear her? Good morning, my friend. How are you? That was for you. Good morning. Gamma.
Oh, good morning. Sorry. I gotta stop doing 2 things at once. That's a bad habit of mine.
That's totally fair. I'm going to turn you up just a little more. Okay, there we go. I'm also going to turn off the music. I'm just going to turn off the music completely, just so people can hear you. But how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Unlike you, I'm on my 3rd cup of tea this morning, so I am well and truly caffeinated, and I really need to stop after this one.
You are ahead of the game. I actually woke up, I woke up at, like 9:45. And I stream at 11, and I got out of bed after 10 because I'm like, no, I'm not getting up yet. And then my 10:15 alarm went off, and I went, oh, I have to get changed and stuff because I want to be ready to go out. Because we're going to be heading to my friend's house around 3, and I normally finish stream between 2 and 2:30. So it's like, I should probably make sure I'm ready before that.
You have fun stuff planned for this afternoon. That's great.
Yeah, we usually go over to my friend's house, or our friend's house, every 4th of July, and obviously last year we didn't because of reasons, and, well, sweeping gesture.
Right.
And this year it's safe enough for us to do so because we're all vaccinated, you know, the kids are young enough, whatever. So we decided to get together. Now, a couple of us, you know, obviously had made other plans or what have you. So they're like, oh, well, I'm going to go do this or this. But a couple of us are like, oh, well, we're free. Because he just asked us the other day. And he's like, oh, you want to get together? And we're like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. What about you? What are you up to today on this 4th of July?
We are staying in. Yeah, I know that there's a couple of groups that are getting together in our neighborhood, but we're going to be prudent. We live in a pretty populated area, so we're trying to give it one more year before we do 4th of July shenanigans.
Yeah, that makes sense. We don't usually go to the stuff in my town. We usually go with our friends. It's just, you know, at most there are maybe, I don't know, 10 of us, including counting the kids and the cats.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty small, and it's just going to be the 2 couples, well, 3 counting us, and then their kids. So you've got 6 adults, 3 kids, and a cat or 2. So
Fair enough.
we're still under 10, and we're gonna be outside for as long as it allows. I'm keeping an eye on the weather outside. So
It is so hot here. They said it was going to be nice today. Oh my goodness, it is steamy.
yeah, it's humid, and I'm wearing a dress today because I can't do jeans, not today.
Oh yeah, I hear
No,
you.
no. Have you ever seen this game before? By the way,
I have not.
I think you would love it.
I was watching you play earlier, and it was just like, wow, there is a lot to think about here.
Yeah, it's a very thinky game. It's not crunchy, but it's very thinky. It's my favorite besides Pandemic. Which
Wow, that's high praise. I love Pandemic.
Pandemic is my all-time favorite game, and I don't have permission to stream it, or else I would stream it all the time because I love it so much. But no, this is my other favorite game, and it's basically making windows out of dice. And people have said that it has a very Sudoku quality to it because you have to be so mindful about where things go.
That's exactly what I was thinking, especially with the goal that you had for the no repeated numbers in a row for this one.
Yeah, and I have that again here in this one, like right here.
Yeah.
So this is going to be definitely tough. And with solo mode, the total that you have to beat comes from the round track. So that's tough. But thankfully,
I see. So
yeah. Go ahead.
The longer you play, the harder it is.
Yes. The highest number you can have on the round track at the end of a solo game is 120, because that would be 12 points, like 2 6s. But that's really hard to do because you're not going to get a 6 every time. I think that's pretty much almost impossible. And I would also want to play every 6 I can get my hands on because of Deep Shades. But looking at this, and knowing that I have, at the beginning of every game, I forgot to mention this last game, but you can only start on this outer row here. You have to work on the outer perimeter and work your way through. So I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of thinking that I might want, knowing that I have to keep everything, I have to keep the rows different. I think I might want to place the green 4 here, and then the red 2 right above it. I think that might be a good play. Because I can't put a 4 here, I can't put a 5 here, and I can't put a 3 here. So a 2, a 1, or a 6 are going to be ideal in these 3 spaces. That's what I'm thinking. And then that's going to allow me to only have 4 points to go up into the round track for round 1. I think that might be a good play.
Makes sense to me.
Alright, we're going to go with that. Oh wait, I grabbed the wrong one. And remember, everybody, if you see something that neither of us do, hit exclamation point no, and that's going to give me pause. Because the chat is in real time. At least it had better be. But, Gamma, I had invited you and the other board members of Draw for Charity to come chat. And Rex, you're a mod. If you want to hop in and chat too, feel free. We'll figure out how to get you in. But we have this big event next week, and I would love to hear like what your thoughts are from like all of us planning it since, I don't know, last year.
Yeah, so we did this same event last summer. I guess it was in May as opposed to July.
It was over Memorial Day weekend because we did it Saturday and Sunday, and then Memorial Day I had another charity event that I was helping my friend mod for, and that was a 9-hour event.
Right.
Yeah.
So we did this 48-hour stream where the goal was to play Uno for 48 hours, and then we realized that would probably be pretty boring. And so we threw in a couple of other games and had fun with that. But really, it was just a whole bunch of us that were having fun getting together. I actually was just modding. I didn't even have the tools to be able to play.
Yeah.
And we did pretty well. We raised, it was again supporting Child's Play. This year we will be supporting Child's Play as well. And we did pretty well. We raised over $5,000 for the charity.
Yes. And I'm still like thrilled about that because I think our original goal was 2,000 and we smashed it.
I think it was. Yeah, yeah, and we smashed it big time. And so we had so much fun doing that that we decided to try to, uh, you know, increase our fidelity and
Mm-hmm.
really, make the stream more of an event than just a couple of, friends getting together and staying awake for very long periods of time. And so in December, we ran a test stream, which was only 12 hours,
Mm-hmm.
supporting world builders. And that went really well. We were learning how to pass from game to game, to pass stream keys to other, this person to that person without dropping out. Um, we ran some D&D games.
Mm-hmm.
So we had like segments. And now we've taken what we learned from that stream and we've applied it to our 48-hour stream. So again, we'll be running for 48 hours, starting on July 9th at, everything is in Central Time, but for Eastern, it would be 7 p.m. Eastern, so 6 p.m. Central. And then we're running 48 hours until 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, the 11th.
Mm-hmm. And
And
yeah, go ahead.
it's been a lot to plan because the segments change the dynamics of the planning, right? So each time you have a game, you have a cast you have to wrangle, put together and wrangle and get them all in the right place.
Yep.
Um, yeah, you have to get the schedule so that everyone can be available for the times that you
Yeah.
need to have them. And then of course you have to have moderation for the full 48 hours, which is a lot of work. And thankfully we have some fantastic people like Rex who are going to be helping us with all of that.
Oh yeah,
um,
absolutely.
and so the last couple of weeks we've started announcing all of the guests that we've been lining up. There have been a few late breaking guests that are going to be coming out this week, and I think everybody's going to be really, really, really impressed with them. But we have a lot of cool people coming, like
Yeah, I was gonna say we
the
should talk about
person.
who's gonna be there.
Yeah, so one of our segments is TBH. It's a game that was kickstarted just recently, and the designer is going to be joining us for that. So he will be playing in the game that he designed. Um, so there's that one. We've got a
Hmm.
couple of pretty impressive RPG lineups. Let's see. For the Minecraft, last December we did a Minecraft RPG game. Joe Hills ran that in his um, Minecraft build of Death House. And this year he's going to be doing the same thing, but it'll be the Ravenloft build instead of the Death House build. And he's bringing in a whole bunch of cool folks for that. I can't announce who, but it's going to be a pretty awesome cast. So
Yeah,
can you put two green fours in the same column like that? Is that all right?
the columns, yes,
Uh,
because the objectives are now different. So I just have to worry about rows. And I am looking for greens and yellows. So the four is problematic because there's already a four here, and I can't put the four down here. You know what? I'm actually gonna
oh yeah, I see.
unmute the music.
You do have a four in every row, so
I'm just gonna lower it significantly so that way people can hear you. It just seems weird without having music on. But yeah, I know that we Joe has said that for because so I'm doing Among Us. I'm doing 2 sessions of Among Us for this charity event. Ping me with the voice channel you are in. Can I? Oh, okay. So we're gonna fix that first. And since we're in a private chat, that's not gonna work. Why don't we take a second and let's shift over to um yeah, let's shift over to huh. Let's you know what? Let's shift over to this other one in our server. Trying to find people. It didn't work, Rex. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I can do the thing, I swear. Okay, Gamma's in, and then...
Here.
Yep. Okay, so that is the wrong one.
Rex
And that's...
should be able to get here. I can guide him while you do what you're doing.
Okay, great, thank you. So any hoozle. I'm gonna place that green 4 there because I can, and then that's only gonna put 4 points on the board. We're currently at 13, which at round 4 isn't too bad. And then that's going to make it 17. And I do apologize if I'm being very quiet about what I play. I am paying attention to the chat. And Lady Amelia, with that yellow 5, you and I were in the same thought on that. Hi, Rex.
Hello, all.
Hi. So for the charity event next weekend, I'm actually running 2 different Among Us segments. Because that's something I can do that's multiplayer. And for the Friday night one, that's going to be at 7:30. 7:30 Eastern. I'll be running that with all of us. And Rex, you're going to be a part of that. And I'm bringing in Liara, Technomage Grimm, and Eons of Ian. Liara's one of my mods, and I'm one of hers, and she's one of my closest online friends. Techno is a friend of ours that Liara introduced me to, I think. And then Ian is one of my former students in the fraternity who just started streaming not too long ago and is already making a huge impact. He does a lot of charity work and such, and I thought he would be great to bring in because he's played with us before. And Elvin says, Murder Mom is always great for murder games. Yes, Liara's nickname in Among Us is Murder Mom because she's really good at taking people out when she's imposter.
I am 100% expecting to be murdered frequently, as this will be the first time I have really played with other people.
If you have not played the game yet, playing in like freestyle mode will allow you to learn the maps and kind of figure out what the tasks are and such.
I have done that.
You have done that,
but
beautiful.
Yes, but I have not played in a game where I can be an imposter yet.
Oh,
I don't know how that works.
Oh dear.
If you go into practice mode and click on the laptop, you can switch yourself to be the imposter. And then,
I haven't tried that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then wander around. I found that out by accident.
Oh yeah, you
I'll
totally can. Yeah, I think I want to place. There's so many options here. I think I want to take this yellow 3 because we want yellows and greens anyway, so we want to get that. I could re-roll Glazing Hammer. That would actually be good. But it's so early game, I don't want to. So this would be a 1. This would be a 1 or a 5 right here. This can be a 3. So I think we can place that
be
there.
A 3. Oh, there.
It can be a 3, yeah. I'm going to need a 2 here at some point. And this is going to end up being a 1, and this is going to end up being a 6. I already know it. So I'm hoping that I come across those. And we want 6s anyway. We already have a 1. We already have 1 5-6 pair for the 2 bonus points. This is going to be where we're going to end up getting our points. We're going to get 20 points from that if we do it right. But the green and the yellow are really going to be where those points are going to come in handy. Right now we're at 21. We have to beat 21. And we are
and the 5-6 pair,
at 12.
The 5-6 pair doesn't have to be like adjacent to each other?
They don't have to be adjacent to each other. They just have to be
cool.
on the board.
Got it.
All right, so another red 5. Yeah, this has to be a 5 or a 1. This has to be a 1 or a 6. So I said this had to be a 1 or a 6. So let's put that there and not have to worry. Wait, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this definitely would have to be a 5 then. Okay. And we don't have a purple for a reroll, so that's unfortunate. Nope. I'm getting... Oh, hold. Somebody used it. Somebody used the command. Somebody used the no command. Go ahead, Lady Amelia. I allow backseat gaming on this, because they see something I don't, so they're going to stop me. I think I made that command last week, after someone actually wrote that exact that exact phrase in chat. It's hilarious.
It's very good. It's
yeah,
very good.
I love it. I love it. I love my chat. They're great. But yeah, so the Friday Night Among Us is going to be us, and it's going to have that group of people. The yellow needs to be a 6. It needs to be a 6? I thought it could be a 1 or a 6. Yes, it is the best command ever. Because this has to be a 1 or a 5 right here. This has to be a 1 or a 5. Because remember, we're not restricted column-wise. We're not restricted column-wise. We're restricted only by rows this game. Don't forget. Yeah, I know. I fixed it. Because I'm a derp and I'm going back and forth between the chat and the game because the game's sized a specific way and it overlaps the chat. So I'm going to actually like do. There we go. Now I can see both. I can see clearly now the overlap is gone. But yeah, I think Joe actually announced some of the people who said they were going to play with us on Sunday morning.
Did he?
I think he
on
did.
His stream?
On his stream, yeah.
Ah, I was not there, so I did not know that.
Well, he streams kind of late. Okay, so Lady Amelia recognizes that. Because I would put it here, but I already have a 4. But yeah, this has to be a 5. If I put this here, it automatically has to be a 5. Because if I put a 1 here, this has to be a 6. So, how about instead, let's take a step back. Let's take a step back here. What if we put this 3, what if we put this 3 here instead? And get the 3 extra points for yellow. Because right now, our yellow options for remaining are here and here. We have this spot and this spot. I think we'll be okay. But then we have another turn after that. And I can still place the yellow 1 down here. Or I could place a green... no, hold on. That's not going to work. So if I place a green 3 here, I could place the red 5 above that, but that would be leaving yellow points off the table. Jeez. Oh, hold on. This says that something could be moved ignoring value restrictions. And we do have a red 5 we can burn. Mikey says, the skies just opened and it's mega rainy. Still bright and sunny where I am, thankfully. So hold on. Why don't we... I really want to get something over here, but I'm not going to be able to get there yet. I can't get there yet. I'm worried about these restrictions. I really am. I'm starting to get nervous about it. So why don't we place the 1 here, and then we'll place the 3 there. Yeah, I have sunshine. The sun's shining through the window. I can see it. And I've got a skylight over my head, and it's really bright. I don't even have the light in here on. That's how bright it is. So yeah, we'll place the 1, because that's going to make that a 6. And then we can place the 5 up here. That's gonna solve our 5 this has to be a 5, but decisions, I swear. We can probably do some manipulation. I just don't know what. We're adding 6. That's going to be 27. But yeah, Joe did announce that I think 2 people besides himself, and he's been great at helping bring in people for that, because obviously they're friends of his.
Right.
Yeah. So he's been saying, "Oh well, we're running it," and I'm like, yeah, you're helping me bring in people." I was like, "You're helping me bring in people, and I appreciate you so much."
So that's for the Among Us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I was also talking about the Ravenloft game. I don't know that he's announced any of those folks
He
yet.
has on his stream mentioned who he brought in for that. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
He did. Ooh. All right. So this what I'm looking at is quite ugly, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it at all. So, oof. All right. So we've got some big oof over here. I don't like this one bit, but we can fix it. We can actually fix it. What we can do...
to put that 6 in?
What we can do, actually, is mess with it. So if we take this, we burn this, we move this over here, because we can get rid of the value restriction. We can take that other purple 6 and put it right there. Does not help our problem at all, because we still have these 5s we have to worry about. We need a 5 down here pronto. But wait, hold on. Let's have a think. Let's have a think about this for a second. This is poop, and I don't like it.
While you're thinking, you want me to talk about some more stuff?
Yeah, please. Talk about the events you're running.
So I'm running a few events. I have got on Saturday morning, I'm kind of the early shift. I tend to take those morning hours. I wake up usually around 7. I slept late today. I slept till 8. So I'm going to be running some events in the morning. On Saturday, I'm going to be running Astronomancy, which is when I and another astrophysicist, because I'm an astrophysicist, basically talk space. So I'm going to be talking about black holes and neutron stars, basically some of the most extreme gravitational objects in the universe. And then I've brought in this time Tom Barkley, who is a exoplanet scientist. So people who want to ask questions in chat are welcome to come and ask questions, and we will answer them if you want to know about black holes, neutron stars, gravitational waves, something else I work on, and exoplanets, which is something Tom works on. So it's going to be an hour of talking about space and learning things and answering questions, and so people can just come in and talk to some astrophysicists and find out cool space facts. So that's Astronomancy. And then just after that, I think I'm running the Random. It's actually Pasta and I are going to be running the Random. This is where friend of the charity, Robin Childs, artist extraordinaire, comes in and draws live on stream the characters that I have randomly generated on D&D Beyond. And we just come up with what we think this character's backstory might be, what kind of character they are, what their situation is, and Robin takes our musing and silliness and turns it into incredible artwork. So that is another hour. I think that's at 11. I'd have to double
that's
check
at
the
11.
schedule. Yep, and so that's. If you like D&D characters and you don't mind that they're absolutely not optimized, which is what the random generator creates, it does make for some interesting combination.
I personally can't wait. And I completely borked that round so hard. I think I picked the wrong thing. But I didn't add any points to the round track, so that's good. Oops. I oopsie doodled this to death.
Enter the Random on the last stream that was done was a delight. So I'm personally looking forward to that.
If you want
As
to
am
check out
I.
some of those stream the pieces of the last stream, I'm in the process of exporting those and posting them on YouTube. So a playlist with all of the segments from last time, the 12-hour stream in December, should be
that's
going
gonna be
up in the
fun.
next few days. A nice way to refresh before the
Okay.
stream starts.
All right, so I realize that it's gonna capture this. So I have a thought. I just very quickly switched over because I can, and if I do this right, I should be able to play. I should be able to play a draw for charity. I should be able to play a video.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You finally got your green 6 after you'd already moved things.
Yeah, I know, right? I needed a green 5. I needed a green 5, and I'm not going to be able to place anything this round. So I think that I completely borked this, and I'm proud of borking this because we're talking about something so important, and that, yes, I can't do anything. And this is why I think when Joe and I play, because he's been here a bunch of times, we don't really say very much because we're too focused on trying to beat one another.
That's a good have re-rolled that one. That might have been a good opportunity for a re-roll.
I didn't. Oh, there was blue in there, wasn't there? There's blue here. I'm gonna use the blue for sure because I can't do anything. I can't do anything with this mess. In fact, I don't.
Put that blue 6 in the top.
I realize if I re-roll this, yeah, I can't because there's a 6 underneath it.
Oh, I see.
If I can get a green 1, I'd be able to put it here, but I can't do anything else with it. But what I can do is take this, burn this 6, re-roll all of this, and hope I get something I cannot use. Good. Okay. So this was a disaster.
Oh, no.
I did not do this correctly. Yeah. It's fine. It's okay. Target score is 58, so we're going to learn some things today. We did get, I think, 1 row. Lady Emil's just like, rip.
I take full responsibility. I distracted you terribly.
No, it's fine. This is half the fun. Half the fun is seeing how bad you can fail. Like I said, I love this game, and it doesn't bother me in the slightest if the board destroys me. It's all about...
It's beautiful, too.
It is. It's this. I think that's why. So I came across this game in at PAX. I think it was. Yeah, it was PAX. It was PAX 2019 because PAX 20 was it 2019? Yeah. No. Hold on. Let me think. PAX 2018, I think. Now, come to think of it, it might have been the first PAX I ever went to, and Floodgate had a booth there, and so we were walking through, and it caught my eye, and I said, "Okay, walk me through a round," and so they did, and I went, "Where are you selling this? I need this right now." Because I brought spending money. I was like, I want this in my house right now. This is going to hit the table every time I play. And so basically we went and we picked up everything, and it's a favorite of mine. And so when I found out they made a digital version, I think I had told Joe about it. I was like, yeah, you should check this game out. And so occasionally we play, but not very often. But I do want, hold on, I have it up, and I want to make sure that it's going. So I'm going to play this for everybody. I'm going to mute our mics for a second. We'll be able to talk to each other, but they'll be able to watch. They'll be able to watch it. Those cow eggs are not going to hatch themselves.
I need to get better at throwing people under the bus.
Liara has donated a second cow egg. I want to get a whole dozen cow eggs in here.
Donut King, honey, why'd you just do that?
I did absolutely nothing. Okay, fine. I can't.
Donated $20.40 for more cow eggs.
Okay, I just saw Liara in electrical with a corpse.
No, I just watched you kill it. I watched the body.
No audio from the video.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's because you stabbed it with some sort of bottle spike
Are you
implement.
muted?
I know why, because
Sorry,
I muted the stream. That's my fault.
Let's make some
Never
cow
mind.
eggs. Let's do this.
Oh my
For the cow eggs!
Yeah, I
It
had
doesn't
the same
matter.
thought.
I'm dead
Like,
anyways.
Let me unmute. Make sure.
Sodi, can you say that a little more convincingly? Really put some mustard on it. Just
pasta uwu, it's not on.
Oh!
Joe, you played me like a fiddle.
You son of a biscuit!
We are draw for charity.
Draw for charity.
Draw for charity.
Draw for charity.
Don't you? No. No.
Well done, well done, well done. Let me go back to the game. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
We are draw for charity.
Oh, hold on. That needs to
Draw for
stop.
Draw for charity.
Oops. Let me turn off YouTube. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm gonna try and start playing. I'm gonna try and start playing some of that, some of those during streams. All right, I have time for about 2 or 3 more games, so I'm gonna set up another poll for everybody, like I normally do. I want you to tell me which board we're gonna use next. Which board should...
Interesting board.
Yeah, you can tell the difficulty level based on how much white space there is. The harder boards are completely full, almost.
I like that one with the blue diagonals, but it would be tough.
Yeah, Water of Life is one of the harder boards. It comes up quite often. And this is going to be a minute-long poll since we're here. I usually set a 2 or 3 minute poll when I have to take a health and safety break or go grab more coffee, but I was smart this time more or less, and I remembered to make a pot, which I'm going to start doing on Sundays. Because it's like, oh, I can use the K-Cup, it's fine, and then the K-Cup doesn't work the second time. Like, it works the first time before stream, and that's great. And then the second time, it's like, nope. Fractal drops already coming out ahead. Yeah, so we're going to be looking for purple and blue. Those are going to be our private objectives. We're going to be focused on those. Thank you, Rex. I'm going to stand up and stretch, because I haven't stood up yet in almost 2 hours. And well, actually, when I went to get my coffee, I stood up, obviously, but I'm going to stretch. If everybody hasn't stretched yet, make sure you stretch. Oh.
My hip appreciates that.
I've been trying to stretch, and I have channel redemptions for doing squats and upper body jumping jacks, because I can't do jumping jacks in here. There's too much fragile stuff, and everything would shake. But I'm trying to do that because I'm trying to take better care of my health. I'm going for my physical in 2 weeks, and I'm just afraid of what they're going to tell me. I'm really hoping that I'm not pre-diabetic, but I don't think I am. I think I'm okay. But they're going to check me out, and Hubs is getting his as well. We usually do all of our stuff at the same time, which is convenient. So we're going to see what they say. We already said we're going to start taking better care of ourselves. We're getting rid of all the junk food in the house. I walked yesterday, and because with sweeping gesture and working a desk job and everything like that, the amount of time and distance I've walked over the last year and a half has significantly decreased. And yesterday, I almost broke 7,000 steps, and my legs were like, why? When that was something I could do every day without thinking. Like my knees, my shins, my calves they were so sore. I had to like sit on my couch in a way where I could sling my legs over the seat, over the end, so they could rest, and I could have them have them elevated. It was weird. It was a weird feeling, but it felt good.
After a workout, and for those who don't know, I've spent a fair amount of my life in some form of exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned this from my dancer friends. If you can sit down and put your legs straight up, especially if it was heavy on legs, it'll help
Mm-hmm.
flush your legs out. So just like a sitting 90-degree bend,
Mm-hmm.
legs up
Mm-hmm.
on the wall, and just gently massage your legs. And I've probably said this to you before in other chats.
Mm-hmm.
It makes a huge difference in recovery. Um, and just 5-10 minutes of that will make a tremendous difference in your recovery because it really helps flush everything out that you built up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My exercise of choice is ballroom dancing, and of course,
Oh.
during COVID, there was no chance because you've got to dance, you require a
Mm-hmm.
partner, and you have to have close contact.
Yeah.
So I have just in the past month, just in the month of June, started my uh, started my classes again. Got back with my instructor,
Oh,
started working
lovely.
on things. So it's so nice to be moving again. But yeah, my body is telling me, oh hey, you were basically sedentary for 15 months.
Oh,
Yeah, I
congrats.
worked out a little bit, but
Yeah.
not the same.
Congrats, Lady Amelia. That's really awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to I'm really trying to decrease the pressure on my knees. I have damage from high school. There was a freak accident, and I sometimes lose feeling from the knee to the ankle. Especially if I'm kneeling on the floor, it presses on a nerve or something that just causes the whole leg to go numb. And so I was doing yoga every day, um, to be able to not just gain flexibility, but also to strengthen my legs so that I could stand up and pick myself off the floor without pain. Excuse me, without pain. And because of all of that, I haven't been able to do the yoga because like our whole house got well, not the whole house, but a lot of the house got rearranged to accommodate for taking, like, being safe. And so I lost my yoga space, and now it's just like I have so much trouble getting off the floor.
Oh
um
yeah, it's amazing how the house gets redistributed.
mhm.
I have rooms now that I cannot access because the things that would normally be elsewhere are here.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
we
Yeah.
had to
That's
make
a mood.
two home offices,
That's a mood and a half.
and we're not quite yet at the point where we can reduce that down to one. But yeah,
Mhm.
um, I realized we've talked briefly about what we're going to be doing next weekend, but we haven't talked about what Child's Play is as a
Yes.
charity.
And before we get into what Child's Play is and why we're supporting this charity so vigorously, I want to talk about the tools and start getting into the game so that people can join in and play. Serena says, "Do I have space outside now that it's nice to do yoga outdoors?" Um, Kinda. Our deck needs to be looked at, and so I'm never comfortable outside because I don't like bugs, and I'm afraid I'm going to bring bugs in when I'm out there. So I like to do yoga indoors. I'm also very shy about how I exercise and how I look while doing it and everything. So I like to be as private as possible. I don't want people to be able to see what I'm doing. So I prefer to do stuff. I prefer to do stuff indoors. I'll walk outside, that's fine, but I won't do yoga or anything like that outdoors. But let's talk about these tools and let's get into this next game real quick, and then I want to talk about. I would love for us to talk about Child's Play, and Rex, I would love for you to share how you got involved with us and everything,
Sure.
because that would be cool. Um, so these tools, remember, these are things that can only be used once per game. So we have to be very careful about how we use them and not do what I did last time. So for yellow, we have Lathkin. We see that again. That's the third time now this stream. Moving exactly 2 dice, obeying all placement restrictions. We have Eglomi's Brush. Move any 1 die in your window, ignoring color restrictions. That would have been helpful last game. Thank you very much. Obeying all placement and adjacency restrictions. Running Pliers makes a return for red. After your first turn, immediately draft a die. That's going to be great to get rid of a high point red. Since we're not looking for red, we're looking for, I believe, purple and yellow, I think. And then for purple, Flux Brush, draft a die, then re-roll it. If it cannot be placed, return it to the draft pool. Okay, so we went from rows to columns again. Columns with no repeated values. All right, so now we're going vertical instead of horizontal, peeps. And light shades, sets of 1 and 2. That's probably not going to be seen too much because we want to keep that round track number low. And I've cleared the calculator so we can get started. Let's see. Green 3, green 1, blue 4, purple 5. That blue 4 is going to be all mine. Because we want blues and purples. So we're going to definitely take the blue and the purple here. But go ahead. So chat is asking about Child's Play. So why don't we have a chat about that?
So Child's Play is a charity that is designed to help children in pretty rough situations when they've been admitted to the hospital, and provide them an outlet for their creativity and their desire to play. It's not, hospitals are not the best, most conducive atmosphere for children. And so what Child's Play does is it brings in games and gaming platforms so that kids who are stuck in the hospital can have access to them.
Yeah, because the kids can't bring their games from home because germs. And so you have these kids that are tremendously isolated, both from their friends and family and from their hobby. And this allows them to have some normalcy and have a pleasant distraction from what they're going through while they're getting better or being
Something to
treated.
look forward to every day. Without that, something to look forward to, it drastically reduces your ability to heal.
Yep.
It's an important part of the healing process.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they've expanded their reach, and if I remember correctly, they also provide these services or these systems to domestic abuse shelters as well.
That's true. Yeah, they have expanded out to domestic abuse shelters as well.
So I 100% absolutely applaud their effort to ensure that kids are going through something that's completely scary, to be able to provide that for them.
Yeah, their network of hospitals is currently about 180 children's hospitals around the world, and 200. They actually now have 200 domestic violence shelters in the U.S. And the Child's Play was actually created by the creators of Penny Arcade, so that's where it came from, and they have been amazing in making this visible and getting these out to kids, the technology and the games and everything. Looks like the domestic violence shelter started in 2015. So they started originally in 2003 and went for a while, and then started to expand in 2015.
Lady Amelia is asking how long Child's Play has been around. Child's Play has been around since 2003. It was founded in 2003. So it's been around for nearly 20 years. And just the amount of outreach that they've been able to do and the help that they've been able to provide it's absolutely wonderful. I really want to place these 6s because I want to get them off the round track. But I think what I'm going to do... I don't want to use Flux Brush this early. It's fine. I think I can do this or that. Because it's columns right now. I just have to look at the color. So I could even do that as well, but I think I'll go there. That's fine. That's going to add 11 to the track, but it's okay. We're only at 18. We're at 18, so I gotta continue keeping it low. So Rex, how did we pull you in? How did we pull you into these shenanigans?
I got pulled in because Joe needed a player for the aforementioned House of Lament, and he said, "Hey, do you want to play on this stream?" And I had already gotten to know Pasta, Brosphine, Gamma, and I think you were in Chris Straub's board at that time, NJ. I'm not sure if you were or not. A bit through there, and
okay,
I'm not sure if you were.
I joined Chris's Discord, which I actually need to hop back in and be a little bit more active in. I've been bouncing. For some reason, I belong to 100 Discords, and I
Yeah.
need to figure that out a little bit. I
So-
need to figure that out just a little bit. But I joined Chris's Discord because they were doing the Child's Play. We were doing a Child's Play watch along, and Joe had introduced me to the Shadow Council. Like, he introduced me to all of you, which I am very thankful for. And he had suggested joining the Chris-cord because that would allow me to be able to watch along with him and a bunch of other people. And I was like, okay. I was like, if you don't have to pull my leg, that's fine. And so I did. I don't remember when I joined, but it hasn't been too long. It's maybe been about since last like September, October, something like that. I think.
So, yeah. So in chatting with people there, Pasta introduced me to you and the Among Us group that y'all played in, and it just kind of very organically, grew. And Joe shows up there sometimes, and getting to know you all. Joe invited me to play, and I think Joe had met me both through Among Us and there, which then led to me playing and being involved and making jokes about cow eggs, which I was happy to see made it into one of the other trailers. I know that's off-brand for the world builders, but that's where I got my start with this, and so I'm happy to help out with this one as a mod and just kind of behind the scenes, doing what I can for, to me, what's a super important cause. Having seen friends who are in hospital or family who are in hospital for an extended period, I can, this is both personal for me and a something I can really see the value of in the world. So I'm happy to lend my time and, when needed, my voice, um, or ability to play.
Which of course is always appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and place this 4 here. That's going to completely surround these two things, and that's okay. I think I'm going to play the 1 here just to get that 1-2 pair 2-point combo. But the purples right now are looking really good. That's going to give us a bunch of bonus points. And I think we haven't screwed up any of the columns yet, so we're in good shape. Yeah, we're in good shape. Like, I could use Lathkin, but I'm not going to use it on a 1 die. That's silly. Actually, wait, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to place the 1 here, because we need to get rid of that 1 as it is, and that's going to give us 2 points. So we're going to do that instead. That's going to add 7. We're at 36. 4 rounds to go, we're at 36. We're at 36. Okay, this isn't too bad from what I'm seeing here. We can put a red there. We can put a yellow here and call it done. Because we already have a 4 here, and we already have a 4 there, so. And if we put a 2 here, that's going to give us another 1-2 pair. But I'm starting to get nervous, because we have 3 more rounds after this, and yeah. Yeah, the cow eggs and all that was just a really funny, like, at this point it's almost an inside joke, but it's not, just because we were having a laugh about, because we were helping world builders and we were trying to be silly about it. Hold on. Can I? Not yet. I can't do anything with that yet. So let's add 5. Now we're starting to get into the 40s. This is where we gotta slow down. We gotta find a way to slow our roll here, so to speak. Oof. That yellow 6 is not doing anybody any favors. We might use it.
Good luck.
Well, I have plans and thoughts. So if I put the red 4 here, which is fine because we're looking at columns. I can actually go ahead and that yellow 6 is really just garbage. If I do that, then the next turn I can burn the yellow 6 to move dice around. But I'm just trying to figure out what and where I can move. Because the options are kind of minimal. So I want to get rid of that yellow 6 at this point in the game. So I want to use Lathkin. Lathkin says move exactly 2 dice. So that in and of itself is the first problem. So when this happens, we want to look at spaces that are occupied by empty spaces. See, if they're specific, moving them is not going to help us any. Honestly. Like this red, I could definitely move, but where would I move it to? I would move it down here. Because then I could put the 2 here and not think twice about it. And that would be fine. But I need to move one more. I need to move one more brick. I could take this 4 and, you know, move it over here. That would give me room for another 6. Because I could do that as well. Because I could also take this blue 6 and move it over there, or I can take this purple 6 and move it over there. But there's not a chance that I would get a red, blue, or a 6. So I would probably move and put this 6 here, because this is already red anyway. And then this can be whatever red I want. Having 2 restrictions at the end of the game is just... It's trash. And I hate it. So hold on. If we... Yeah, okay, so we move the red out of the way. So if we kept the red where it is... And we wanted to move this... We wanted to get rid of this anyway. What could we move that would be logical, knowing that we're going to put that red 6 up there, and that would be fine. So then we start looking for things that are not tied to anything. Like we can move this over, for example. And that would be adequate, because then we could still do this, and we'd only have to worry about a yellow. Because we have a yellow here and a yellow here. It's easier to fill a color restriction than it is to fill a numerical one. And that would only add 2 points to the pool. So now we're at 43. It's getting a little higher. It's getting a little higher. It's getting a little uncomfortable. A little uncomfortable. And I am correct in that assessment. I mean, I could still place stuff, but... Alright, hold on. Alright, so talk to me, chat. Talk to me. What do you all think? What are you all thinking about this right now? I need your input, and I need it. I needs your input. Lady Amelia says, "Rip." That's valid. I will admit that is very valid. That's 100% valid. We're looking at a yellow 6, a green 2, a blue 2, and a purple 6. So it's like, ooh, big oof. We can get away with putting the purple 6 here and not worrying about it. That's fine. But part of me wants to use Eglomi's brush and take something and fill it in that spot. Or just taking this and moving it. But then I'm still left with a yellow and I can't do diddly squat about it. I could also burn the purple 6 and choose a die and re-roll it, but there's no chance I'm going to get something good. Any advice? Any advice, friends?
I think I'm agreeing with Lady Amelia here.
Reroll, okay. Because we can place the green 2 here, so I'm not worried about that. I think I want to reroll the yellow 6 and see what happens, honestly. We can burn the purple 6 to reroll the yellow 6, and if it's not a 3, 4, or 6, we can place it without issue. If it's a 5, we can place it just to fill that restriction in. All right, Serena, I hope your internet gets better. All right, so let's do that. We're going to pick the yellow 6 and re-roll it. And it's a 1. I will take it and run. Bye-bye. That actually is very calming. And now, what do we do? This can be a... Yeah, go ahead.
To the bottom of that same column?
If it will let... Oh, I have to hit OK first. That would be good. Blue Wave says best reroll on a yellow. Yeah, seriously, we lucked out there for sure. I mean, losing the purple 6 was tough, but that was the right call. Now, I could have gone ahead and used Egglumy's brush and moved this up to here, but then I still wouldn't have been able to, I wouldn't have been able to put that blue 2 because, well, actually, I would have burned the blue 2, but still, I don't think that would have been the right call. No, the green 2 is going to get added to the pool. So now we're at 45. And we're not doing too badly. I mean, we have at least 2... We have 2 1-2 pairs. We have a red 6, a red 3, a green 1, and a blue 2. So we're in really good shape. We can't place the reds. We're going to ignore the reds, which is going to add 9 points. But
you could get another 1-2 pair.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 1 here, that's going to make this column solid. Mm-hmm. And then the 2 here is going to make that column solid. So I think we somehow managed to not bork this. Stop grabbing the board. What are you doing? Oh, I can't because it's blue.
It's blue, yeah, you can't put the blue there.
Biscuits and gravy. Okay, not a problem.
Can't put the red there either.
Not a problem. Okay, hold on. We're gonna burn that. We're gonna burn that, and we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. Okay, wait, that's... Okay. If we move that, then we can put this. I think we got it.
Yeah.
I think we got it. I think we're good.
Looks good.
Well done.
Yeah!
Hey, look, it's not an RIP this time.
No rip. Alright, so if I did my math right, we're at 48. And I lost my headphones.
Too excited.
I'm too excited for words. I'm too excited. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we maxed out 20. Yes, we maxed it out. Good. And we managed to get... I keep bumping the mic. I'm so sorry. We managed to get 3 sets, which I was not expecting. Holy poop, as my friend says. We did it! Wait, yeah, we did it. We did
it.
Well done.
Yay!
It was close, yeah.
That was super close. Oh my gosh. I need to look at this one more time. Look at this. We somehow managed to eke it. We squeaked. We were mice, y'all. We squeaked it. I think after that last game that we had, this is very, very, very satisfying. I don't know about you.
That last one was rough.
That last one hurt my soul. Let's be frank. But oh, that was good. Oh wait, hold on. Let me save the 84. Let me save that clip that I grabbed because I want to screen grab. Oh wait, no, not yet. I want to stop. I want to go back to the windows and I want to screen grab this as well. I try to screen grab at least one or two during these games because I want to remember that. I want to remember this right now.
To remember your successes. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. So let's dive right back into another game. Because I want to try and I do have to stop between 2 and 2:30. Looks like Manatee's in the office with me. He's actually working on some stuff and he has his headphones on and he can't hear me, which is good. His birthday is coming up very soon, and I asked him, what do you want for your birthday? He's like, I don't know. I was like, that helps. I have some ideas, but I don't know if he's gonna like them or not. Because I went and checked his Amazon list. And his Amazon list was empty. You can hear me. You can hear me. Oh, rip. Well, your Amazon list is empty. Welcome to my house, everyone. This is all I do every stream. I just sit here and laugh. It's either laughing at myself or just laughing at what's going on around me. I can't help it.
You have that green and purple board again.
I do. Lux Astrum. It's calling to me. Bellsguard is a good board. I played that, I think, twice last week. I just ended up picking it as my first board, and then it just came up again. But we're looking at Water of Life, which decided to make a return. That's a level 6 difficulty. We have Bellsguard at the lowest difficulty of 3. Lux Astrum, which is a difficulty of 5. And then Via Lux, which is a difficulty of 4. I'm going to give you 1 minute to vote. Remember, you can use your bits or your coffee beans. Get your votes in there. I want to see what we're going to play. You tell me what we're playing. So pick your board. Don't be shy. And already Via Lux has a vote with Lux Astrum right behind it. 50%. Oh no, Lux Astrum's coming out ahead. People want to see the Mardi Gras board. Bellsguard's making a little poke out there. This is definitely a horse race. I have a feeling it's going to be between the Luxes, Astrum and Lux. Oh wait, no, Bellsguard's coming in there. Oh no, this is going to be close. Water of Life. Somebody decided to give a vote to Water of Life. Thank you for acknowledging its existence. Oh, y'all are going to challenge me, aren't you? Because Water of Life just pulled out ahead. Lux Astrum doesn't have a chance now. Water of Life has 48% of the vote. There's about 10 seconds left, and Water of Life's going to run away with this. I have a feeling somebody's throwing in their beans on this, because it just came out of nowhere. Via Lux is trying. Oh, wait, no. Almost. Oh. Water of Life. Thanks, Joe, for contributing those channel points. That's what they're there for. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. We're going to be looking for yellow and purple.
Dang it, I didn't know it was going to say my name with the channel points.
I usually do.
No, well, it put it in the text. Everybody can see it. Dang it. I was trying to quietly just move the market. But fine, fine. I'll get called out about it.
I figured it was you because all of a sudden it came out of nowhere.
Well, no, you know what happened? Well, good morning. I go and I hover over the draw for charity thing, and I see that there's 4 people or 3 people in there. I'm like, oh no, is there a meeting about to start? Did it get moved because it's the 4th of July? Like, also, we're not having a meeting at 6, right? Because it's the 4th of July, right?
No, we're not.
Right. Okay. No. Good. Good. Because I'm like, oh no, am I missing a meeting? And then I'm like, wait, this is the streaming room. Is there a stream going on? Oh. Okay, there is a stream going on. Oh, there's something I can click. Oh, it wants me to keep clicking it. It's like, you just keep voting for 200. Okay, it's like, I can keep clicking stuff. That's fine. It's okay. What are we doing?
Oh my gosh, I have tears. Thank you. How's your day going so far?
Okay. I'm trying to do some editing for my next episode, but keep running into like, oh, I need to move this file over. Oh, I need to back up these files. So I'm getting a lot of things done that needed to get done, but I didn't realize that they were prerequisite steps, so I feel like I'm behind, even though I'm very active.
Oof.
So we'll see.
I feel that. Yeah, we're hopefully gonna be able to go to a barbecue after this at our friend's house, and I'm
Oh,
like,
nice.
yeah, I'm already like ready to go. I just have to put socks on and stuff, and Manatee's over here, and I was about to like kind of brainstorm ideas for his birthday, and he can hear every word I say, so it's like, we're gonna do something else.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if there's a good time, like when I'm streaming when he's asleep, you can definitely pitch that as a topic if there's like a lull. It's
I
good
think,
things for Mantigag's birthday.
yeah. But I'm still playing solo mode on this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. I don't have time to stick around because I do have to get back to editing. But like I said, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing some sort of
No.
surprise 4th of July meeting.
No, you weren't. This is just I had posted if anybody wanted to pop in and come talk about Draw 4 and the event next week. We played one of the videos a little earlier, and I just won a really tough game by 1 point just now, right before you came in. So.
Oh well, congrats. I hope
Thanks.
you enjoy your next tough game. I will be watching, even though I can't stay on voice while I'm editing. But
That's
yeah,
more than
good luck
fine.
with that.
Appreciate
Bye,
it.
everybody.
Bye, Joe.
See you, Joe.
Bye, Rex.
Good
Bye,
job.
Gamma.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So what game is Joe going to play? Joe is running Ravenloft in Minecraft. So he's basically taking his build from season 5, which was the Ravenloft castle, and he's having players walk through it. He's already mentioned whom he's going to have, who's confirmed, and we're going to be announcing who those people are from us. As with all the guests that are continuously being confirmed this week. If you're not already following us on Twitch, you should. I'm going to do a shout out right now. So that way you're following ahead of time. We're starting promptly at 6 p.m. Central on Friday, July 9th, and we're going to run till 6 p.m. on Sunday, July 11th. And I'm also going to post the Twitter link.
Just in the process.
Mm-hmm. So that way you can keep up with all of the wonderful guests and everything that are on, that will be on our different programs. But yeah, Joe's running his Ravenloft event from, I think, 8 to 11 p.m. Central on Saturday night. And I'm just checking something here real quick. I need to do this. If I have enough space, I should. Yep. Okay, I did.
Also, I think Joe is playing in one of the Among Us games with other
yes.
Minecrafters.
Yes, he and I are going to be with various people that he's brought in. We had pitched doing Among Us with Minecrafters, and so he has 3 people confirmed so far, and we're just waiting to hear back from a few others. And then depending on what those other people say, I'm going to personally ask 3 or 4 people that I know who are in the Minecraft community. I think that would be really awesome to have them. It's going to be early. It's going to be at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, so 11:30 a.m. Central, and we're gonna just go from there.
Sunday, I think.
Sunday morning,
the 11th.
Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon for us, but Sunday morning Central. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome.
Should be fun.
Yeah. So let's dive into this game, because I think I'm gonna have time for maybe 1 or 2 more games before we have to go out. I told my friends we were going to be there somewhere around 3, so that's fine. Let's see. We have 2 purple tools that we'll be using for this game. We have Flux Brush, so draft a die, then re-roll it. We've seen this before. We used it. It comes in handy. We have Flux Remover, which we've used. Draft a die, then swap it from a new die from the supply, choosing a value, placing the new die, and obeying all placement restrictions. And that's for purple too. And then for red, we have Running Pliers. Immediately after your first turn, draft a die. That's something we use if we have a high point 6 to burn. We've used that before. And then for green, we have a Return of Grinding Stone, which I think was in the multiplayer game I played at the beginning of the stream. Draft a die, then flip it to its opposite side, where 6 becomes 1, 5 to 2, 4 to 3, and vice versa. Look at that. Column Shade variety. We're back with Column Shade. We have to keep the columns different numerically. Again, that is our theme this week, apparently. That's our theme this week, so go figure. And then deep shades, again, pairs of 5 and 6. And that's what we want to see. We want to see the 5s and 6s, because getting those off of the round track is going to be exceptionally helpful in keeping our score low. And automatically we have a red 5, a yellow 2, a green 1, and a purple 1. And oof. Huh. Okay. I'm kind of thinking the 1 here, because we need to... getting rid of a purple restriction is easier than getting rid of a 1 restriction, especially this early. I'd rather just get this and be done with it. And then I think I want to put the 5 there in this diagonal spot. Because if I put anything here, I'm not going to be able to build my way out. Because the only red I have is a 5, so putting it in either of these spaces is kind of not a good idea. And I think it's too early to use Running Pliers. So I think we'll do that. That's going to get us halfway to our first 5-6 pair. And we'll be able to work around this if we don't have any blues. Ideally, I really want to try and get through this hot mess, which we can't get through right now. We're going to have to figure it out as we go. And we'll go ahead and add 3. So we have 3 at this point. So that'll be good. All right, so... Ooh, okay. Red 5... Green 6, green 5, purple 4. Okay. That's a big oof. I'm not sure which way to go here.
Wow, it's like the random number generator knows exactly what you don't need.
Yeah. Right?
I guess like green 5 could go up next to the blues.
It could, because I'm thinking one of two directions here. I'm thinking either green 6 here, purple 4 there, or green 6 here, no, not green 6 here, green 5 there.
Okay.
I'm not sure which direction to go in, honestly. I have to be honest, I have no idea. What do you think, chat?
With the purple?
It's a water wall. Yes, it's a water wall. The random number generator saw that I won the last game and was angry. I have angered. I have angered the gods. I have angered
the RNG god.
I'll show you, meatbag.
Oh, that reminds me. I found out that Spelunky is on sale on Steam, because it made me think of it, like angering the gods and stuff. The original is available as part of the Steam sale. And I think the other one is on sale as well. So I'm really excited about it, because I've been watching, I watched Joe play, and I watched Many a True Nerd. They just did their first run through of Spelunky for about a half hour in their video. And I'm like, oh, I can finally pick this up now. The original is still free. Well, I just grabbed the one from... I grabbed the one from the Steam sale. So that was fine. Let's see. I know that I want to eliminate as many points as possible to get to... Okay, so here. We're going to do a 6 here because of the column. And I think we will do the green 5 this way. Bye, hun. Okay, good. He left the room. So we'll do the 6. We'll do the green 6, and then we'll do the green 5, and that's going to help us break through around the water wall, as Joe called it, and also give us a 2-point pair. I mean, it's going to add 9, but I think we'll be okay. Yes, please. So Gamma, you mentioned astronomancy, but you're doing something else during the weekend. I would love for you. I would love for you to talk about that while I figure out my life here.
I decided to take the plunge into game mastering on Twitch for the first time ever.
Awesome.
I invited a whole bunch of my astronomer and astrophysics friends to play a game, and figuring, you know, I DM D&D for a bunch of these folks as well at home, and they have like these incredibly logical minds, which makes it fun to try to come up with puzzles for them.
Mm-hmm.
And situations that are hard. So I figured I'd throw them into something that they absolutely didn't expect. And I'm going to make them all into aliens that have to then go to this weird planet, backwater planet called Earth, and interact with Earthlings.
Oh, that's going to be so much fun. And and what time is that going to be?
So, oh, that's a very good question. That is on Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull up the calendar just so I can remember for sure what the time is.
Is that before or after my Among Us stint?
It's before. It's actually at 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Nice.
So it's great to have with your coffee. Come and watch the astronomers try to be aliens. See how they do.
Okay, we'll place that red there. That's going to put 5 on the round track.
I played a game like that years ago. Sorry, go ahead, Gamma.
Go ahead, Gamma.
Oh, sorry. The name of the game is Earth or Bust. It's actually a game that I adapted from an existing game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one-page RPG. So
nice.
The original game is called Academia or Else.
Ah, yes, yes.
And I decided that these folks already know plenty about Academia. I wanted to throw them into something else. So I adapted this one-page RPG to turn it into aliens and Earthlings. And yeah. So not only will I be running the game for the first time, but I'm also going to be running a game I kind of halfway designed.
That's
should be fun.
Outstanding. Cool. I cannot wait. And again, if you aren't following Draw for Charity on Twitter, go do that because it's going to be awesome. It's Draw the number 4 Charity. Okay, red 5, yellow 1, blue 2, purple 3. That purple is not going to go here at all. That's not going to work. In fact, I can't put anything but a purple 6 or a purple 6 or a purple 2 at this point. So that 3 is moot. The blue 2 I can put over here because I can't put it here or here. So that'll be fine. The red 5 is problematic because I can put it over here, but that's it. I could use it at this point. That might actually not be a bad option. And then just use the yellow 1 and add the 3. Because I can't put a 1 in this column. It's got to be over here. It has to be in this spot and this spot only. Oof. Yeah, because I have to do that. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll play the yellow 1. And then call that. The fact that there are now so many different restrictions is worrisome. I'm starting to get nervous a little bit. let's see. We can play the red 3 here, but we also have 2 purple if we want. Yeah, the 5 here is going to be fine. One of them is fine. Joe says, you can do it. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm legitimately trying. Before you popped out of the call, I was going to ask you, if, well, actually, no, I can ask you later. I was going to ask you if anybody else confirmed. But, okay, hold on. So red 3 we can definitely put here. We want yellow and purple, though. And we're not going to get that, honestly. I almost want to burn this purple. And re-roll, or maybe use a different die, actually. Yeah, I think... Hi, Lacerte! Thank you for the 15 months in a row. Hello. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Happy 4th of July. Happy Sunday. No, it's a holiday weekend. People are outside away from their computers. Yeah, valid. That's right. You know, it's weird. Because things are so all over the place, I keep forgetting that it's a holiday today. And a holiday weekend, even though I'm off tomorrow. I could get something completely bonkers. Or banana pants, actually. If I do this. Yeah, these are 2. You must take this action if you take it. Because I could take the red 3 here, but that would add 10 to the pool. That would make that 32. And I'd rather not do that. So... Yeah, that's valid. I think I'm going to use Flux Remover. Because I can. Burn that 5. I'm going to take this yellow. Enjoy the lurk. And it gave me a green. I think we can get away with this being maybe a 2. Because we can put it here or here. We could make this a 5 as well, but I think that's fine. Because this can be any 2 that's not blue, or that's not blue. So I think that's okay. Maybe I should have made it as a 3.
Red.
Maybe I make it a 3. Oh, I do have the red 3, but that's not... Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's fine. But that's okay. Because we need a green there anyway. Well, that green could be anything, but... Now that's... And this isn't going to be a green 6 anyway. Okay, onward. So that's going to add 3. That's going to make this 25. So we went from in the 30s to 25. And of course that red's a 6. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Of course. Green 4 we could use. The green 1 we kind of can't because we already have a 1 in this column, so that's not going to fly. The green 4 we can put here. The yellow 3 we can put here. The 6 we can't, but we can use grinding stone to flip this to a 1. We can put the 1 there instead. And that would be fine. If we burned this one that we can't use. Might as well, because it's either that or I'm not going to be able to really place anything here, so. Because even if I make this yellow a 4, I can't place it anywhere without it working one of the columns. So let's use grinding stone on this. We'll pay that. Make the 6 a 1. Now we don't have to worry about that. So this has to be a purple or a blue. Because of course it does. And all I have left is is Flux Brush. Oh goodness, this is going to be a mess. This is going to be a beautiful mess, y'all. This is going to be a beautiful mess.
Touch and go. What do we get?
We got a blue 6.
Huzzah!
And it almost has to go here, which it can't, because that can't be a 6. And I have 5s that I can't do anything with.
Oh.
Yeah, it's messy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So what I think I'm going to have to do is use...
Oh, yeah, you could put the 5 there either. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to take that turn, get rid of that blue 6. Because, yeah, and then I'm going to use Flux Brush, burn the purple 5. Yes, that's what I wanted. That worked. Now we have no tools left, so whatever we get is whatever we get. So, fingers crossed, everybody, because this is going to get ugly real quick. We're at 31, so we're not doing half bad. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so the purple is useless. We have a yellow 6, which we can put right here. Good. And we have a green 2 that we can put right here. So we're not we're not out of the woods yet, y'all. We're not out of the woods. But we're not knee deep in the woods. We're only about maybe ankle deep. We're good. We can do it. We can do it. So that's going to add 5. We're at 36. And this is the part where we bite our nails. Yes. I'm in shock. It's going to add 12 and I don't care. We did it.
Oh, wow, you did.
We're at 48 again. We're at 48 again. Oh no, we're at 51 because I can't add.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Great.
I always believe in you. Thank you, Joe. The yellows and the purples are really what are... Oh, goodness. Come on. Come on, come on, yellow. You can do it. Oh, no. Rip. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We didn't have any open spaces. We did it. We did it.
Oh.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I have to be honest. I'm okay with this. Because there were no open spaces. I thought there would be. And there wasn't. There were no open spaces. There were no open spaces. I'm okay. I'm okay.
That was a good game.
That was a really good game. That was hard. But what do you guys... No open space. Exactly. Exactly. What do you both think of the game so far? Because you've been watching as we've been talking about the different things that we're doing.
It's got a nice balance of logic and randomness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am definitely a puzzle game kind of person, so having to work around all of the constraints and try to figure out how to fit everything in is great. The dice rolling, oh, that drives me so nuts.
Yeah. I dig this. I would find it personally frustrating, just because of the nature of the puzzles, but I'm really enjoying watching you play it. I think I may have to pick this up to replace my Sudoku addiction.
There's so many different moving parts, and with all of the different skills you can use over the course of the game.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that it has a multiplayer option. I just started a new poll, by the way. Bellsguard, which is a level 3, Symphony of Light, which is a level 6, Comitas, which is a level 5, and Kaleidoscopic Dream, which is a level 4. We're going to be looking for both, either really, green and blue. So get your votes in now. You can use your coffee beans, you can use your bits. So figure out which one you want. And Comitas is coming out ahead already. I probably should have grabbed some water at some point. I have a little bit of chocolate milk left, but I think that's all gone.
So one thing really quick while people are voting. One thing that's
Mhm.
going to be fun for the Draw for Charity folks, all of us who've spent the last couple of months planning this thing and getting it all together, is that we're
Mhm.
going to actually play a D&D game on Friday night together. So we'll get a little bit of gaming in ourselves before we start before we're utterly exhausted by the end of it.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that. Pasta's DMing it, and between him and Joe, because I haven't had too many positive experiences with D&D. Usually, it's either that my DM was kind of meh. Yeah, we were talking about Among Us too. We talked about that earlier, before you popped into the call. Actually, Joe. All right, so Symphony of Light, because y'all love to challenge me. Yes, Pasta's game on Friday night. Um, I was and I got back into D&D because I did a Stranger Things one shot, and I absolutely loved it. And Pasta had me in one of his games, and I absolutely loved it. And it's one of those things where if you have a good DM that makes sure that you feel like you're included and that you are an equal member, um, that's really important. Because I've
Yeah,
played in D&D
pasta.
games where I'm not very experienced, and so all the Type A, I've been playing this for years players, um, they don't realize it, but they can drown you out, and so you're kind of just following along as opposed to being an active participant. But Pasta's one of those DMs where he ensures, and Joe is too. They both ensure that you have a chance to feel like you're part of the game, and so that you're not drowned out, and that's
Yeah,
so important.
I've played D&D with pasta before, and yeah, that is
Mhm.
exactly right. And he's very, very good at that.
Oh, he's amazing at it, and that really sparked my interest in playing again, because I felt like I was an equal player as opposed to just someone who was kind of along for the ride, even with my limited experience. So,
Yeah, so that
yeah.
D&D one shot is going to be on Friday night,
Mm-hmm.
starting at, let's see, that is 9 Central, so
Yeah.
10 o'clock. It's going to be a little late for us East Coasters.
Yeah, but it'll
I'm
be
going to
worth it
be
though.
up late trying to stay conscious.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be the fun part. That's gonna be after the Among Us game. So
Yeah,
our Among Us game is running from I think um 6:30 to 8, I think. 6:30 to 8 Central, and then it's Pasta's game, if I read the
yeah,
schedule right.
6:30 to 8.
Yeah,
Um,
for the Among Us game, and then
6:30 to 8 Central.
yeah, 6:30 to 8 Central. And then Pasta's game I think starts at 8:30 because there's always that half hour in between. I think. But our schedule is out and up. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, I think the full schedule was released yesterday. So if
I
you
believe
check
so.
out our Twitter account, which was linked earlier, and we can link it again if we want to, you
I'm
should
on
be
it.
able to find it pretty easily.
I have to actually set up a command for that. I'll do that tomorrow. But that's our
See
Twitter.
about adding the schedule to the Twitch as well.
Oh, that's relatively easy. I can do that.
Yep.
Or I can show you how to do that. But for this game, I think we're gonna try and squeeze in 1 or 2 more games. I'm gonna kind of see when Manatee pokes his head in to tell me, "Hey, honey, we should probably get ready to go soon." But let's see. We have purple Grozing Pliers. We used that last game. That came in handy. No, not last game. I think 2 games ago we had it. Draft a die that increase or decrease its value by 1, where 1 cannot be 6 or 6/1. And then for red, we have, again, Running Pliers. That has made a return pretty much every game this stream, much to our delight, where we draft a die immediately after our first turn. And Copperfoil Burnisher makes a return, also for red. Move any 1 die in your window, ignoring value restrictions. I think that's going to come in handy because last game we were really kind of wondering how we were going to get around and navigate those value restrictions. And we have its partner for blue, Eglomi's brush, move anyone die, ignoring color restrictions. So we have all these things in tandem, and oh boy, here we go. So Rose Shade variety makes a return. Again, Rose, no repeated values, but now color comes into it. I was wondering how long it would be before we saw a color objective. Column color variety, columns with no repeated colors. So
That is
vertically,
a lot.
vertically different colors, horizontally different numbers. Good luck, everybody.
Have fun.
And here we go. Let's see. We have a red 5, red 2, 2 red 2s actually, and a blue 4. Okay. Rows have to be different numerically. Columns have to be different color-wise. So...
And clarify
Oof.
for me, the numbers in the squares mean you cannot place that number there, or you must place that number there?
Must.
Okay.
That is a value restriction. Yeah, that's a value restriction. So, I think we can get away with either placing the red 5 here and the red 5 here and the blue 4 here. That's a safe bet. The red 5 here and the blue 4 there is a safe bet. Because this can't be a 4. And this can't be a blue 4 either. I think, if I come up here, then I'm basically surrounded by restrictions, and there's no guarantee I'm going to get those restrictions. But then again, I'm surrounded by restrictions no matter what. So this is going to be tough. I think
Yeah,
this is going to be the toughest one.
If you can start to work off those restrictions.
Yeah, that's basically where I'm thinking. SCDGD, hold on, SCDJDG. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Make yourself at home. I have a feeling that starting north and heading south is going to be the better bet. And we're just going to have to see what happens. So fingers crossed. That's going to give us 4 to start. Just JD. I thought I was already following. Had to fix that. Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying. And I'm glad you are. Welcome. Okay, so red 5, red 1, green 5, blue 3. Okay. So...
Once again, it looks like the random number generator knows what you absolutely don't mean. Decided to give it to you.
Yes, it did.
Angry math gods.
Angry math gods. Well, I think I can still skirt this somehow, but it's going to get uglier as we go. I already know that. My options for now are this, because I can't put the green 5 here. That's just not going to fly. And if I can't put it here either. I could put the red, I can't even put the red 1 here. So the blue 3 could go here, but that's going to bork this column. So this is the best option. And I'll just add 6 and go from there. But how's your day going, JD? It's good. I'm glad to see you. I hope that you're doing all right. And that's going to add 6. So we're at 10, which, ooh. Okay, then. This is what we call not ideal. All the 5s. That's right. This is a mess. Everything's a mess. Oh, this is just nasty. This is nasty. But not terrible. Here's how... Okay.
I see two that you can use.
Okay. Well, this purple 5 can go here without issue.
Yeah.
That purple 5 is fine. But now what do we do? Because if I put the red 4 here, that negates this column's bonus points, which is not something we want to do. So what we can do instead, come to think of it, and it's going to be early to do it, which is also not ideal, but it's okay. We could.
We could. Okay.
Okay, hold on. We can use Grozing Pliers, and we can turn the green 5 into a 6. And we can plunk it there, and that's going to open this side up. Because putting it here is just going to give us the same issues. But this, at least, will have a way out down here, and then work our way around. And that's going to open basically every spot. Every spot in the game, I think, at this point, will be open to us. Every spot on the board except this one and this one. These two are going to be open to us if we put that there. And that's going to give us 2 open spaces to work with. Because if I put it here, that's not going to help any. And it's going to close us off from 4 spaces, I think. I think this is going to be a better play. What do you think? What is chat? What do you think? Don't forget, if you disagree with me and you think there's a better play, you can hit !no, and I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it, and that's going to tell me that that's no bueno. You can give me your options. But I'm not seeing that in the chat right now, so I'm going to assume we're good. And I'm going to add 4 to the pool. That's going to be 14.
NJ, I'm gonna have to step away. This has been a great game to watch, and wow, hard, interesting, beautiful, but unfortunately, I've got to step away.
No, that's totally fair. I appreciate you coming to hang out with me.
It's been a blast.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, but I do have an out at 2, so I'm going to take this moment to dip out. But thank you for having me here and giving us all a chance to talk about Draw 4 a bit, and how we got involved and what we're doing with it.
That's awesome. And is there anything you want to one final plug for your parts in Draw 4 before you go?
Well, like I said, I'm running 3 different segments, and I'm playing in a bunch more. We'd love to see anyone who has a few moments to spare next weekend and wants to watch a lot of fun people play a lot of fun games, to come on over to the Draw for Charity Twitch channel and just check us out, and hopefully maybe help a bunch of kids who are in a rough situation.
Fantastic.
Same.
So thank you so much, NJ.
No, thank you. You're welcome to pop in during any of my streams.
We'll have to do that.
Yes, please. That would be great. Awesome. See you.
Take care, Gamma.
Bye, folks.
You too, Rex.
Yep. I don't have anything to plug. I'll be I will be behind the scenes modding this time, playing in a couple games, as needed, as kind of a pickup player. But I am really looking forward to especially the RPG streams that I'll be able to catch, because we have some great DMs in there, and the TBH game that was announced with Dave Maliki. I may be butchering his last name. Apologies if you ever hear this. because that looks like a super fun game, and it's one that I did back on Kickstarter, so I'm looking forward to getting my copy. But yeah, there's just some really cool stuff we have lined up, and I'm really excited about next weekend.
Awesome. I can't wait to see you. It's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to having you on Friday night. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I would have signed up for the D&D game a little bit later, but I'm modding all day Saturday, so it's like I will be too tired to do my job.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't. Um,
Yeah,
but
we
have a
we
great
have a
rest
lot
of
of
your
stuff
day,
going on.
and
You too.
yeah, and happy 4th of July for those who celebrate it.
You too. Be well. Stay safe.
You as well. Take care.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So, I appreciate Rex and Gamma for coming in. I'm actually going to turn the music. I'm going to turn the music up now that they I've stepped out of the voice chat. But I want to thank them so much for being able to come in and play along. And I love being able to converse with them. I'm actually going to turn this up a little bit more, just a little bit. I love being able to converse with them about something that we're so passionate about. This is our event. We've been working on this diligently for months, and it's nice to be able to be with people who can unite under for a cause and just have a blast just simply by being together. I think is absolutely wonderful. Now, getting back into this game, I could probably squeeze one more in after this. Like I said, we're not expected to be anywhere. They said they were going to start around 2, and I said that I would probably be there. We would probably be there around 3. There's no time limit or anything like that. It's really just making sure we have everything. We actually we picked up a pull apart cupcake cake for the kids, and it's in the shape of a rocket. So I hope they really like it. And they already said they have food and snacks and stuff. So like I said, I'm really excited about that for later. All right, so we have a red 4, a green 4, a purple 6, and a purple 2. Well, this board is just ugly, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, which I don't think I'm going to be able to do. What I might have to do, I can't move that green 6 because that purple 6 cannot go there. There's just no way around it. There's no way around it. So I could put the purple 6 here and be done with it, but I also have this purple 2. I have this purple 2 that I can put up here. The fact that there are so many restrictions, it's just wrecking me at this point. I can put the 4 here though, because this can't be a 4 anyway. This has to be yellow or purple, so that's fine. I used bruising pliers already, so I'm only going to have burnisher, and I still have running pliers. I could use that as well, but I don't think I will. I think what I want to do though is maybe put the purple here, just in thinking about it, because I could put the purple 2 here, and I think that would be okay. Because I can't put it here because of this 2. I can't put that there because of this purple. And I can't put it here or here because there's a purple adjacent to it. I can't even try to move this 5 because the 5's not going to help anything. So I'm kind of at a loss of, okay, what are we going to do? So I think that 2 being there is fine, and then we'll put the green 4 in the corner, and we should be good to go there. Knowing that the columns have to be different numerically, this is going to have to be a 3. And thankfully, we don't have to worry about the columns being different numerically, so that's not going to be an issue. What's going to be an issue, ultimately, is adding 10 to the round track, and that's going to be Bluebeard says the top row is borked no matter what. It's not actually, because if there's a 3 and a 1, that's totally fine. We're gonna be in good shape there. That's okay. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be good. So red 1, yellow 6. Okay, we can put that yellow 6 right there in this spot. That's fine. Green 2 and a purple 2. Well, isn't that just garbage? But not the end of the world. We don't have a 3. The lack of 3s is disturbing. The lack of non-blue 3s is disturbing. Now I can't even go ahead and take the red 5 and move it somewhere because this is a red space. No, you are totally fine, Bluebeard. There's already a 6 here, so yeah, that wasn't gonna work. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna put the yellow 6 here because we have to get rid of it. And a yellow 6 is fine. So this has to be a 3. So this is gonna be a 1 or a 2. We know this already. So this can't be a 1 or a 2. This can't be a 1 or a 2. So this... It is easy to miss stuff in this game, Grace. It really is. And it's such a beautiful pain in the butt. And with this having to be a 1 or a 2, we could easily make this... We could easily put this here. Or we can put this here. And that would be fine. This cannot be a 2. At all. This right here can't be a 2. So this can be anything but. So we can definitely put a 2 here or here. And if we put a 2 here, that's not going to help us any. So I'm going to put the 1 here instead. I'm going to put the... Oh, I can't. I can't put the 1 there. I can put it up here. That would make this a 2 by default. So why don't I go ahead and I'm going to make that 6 solid, because I didn't do that yet. And then I'm going to put the green 2, because I can. Because I can't put it here because of the 2 over here. Unless I ignore... Wait, I have something that ignores value restrictions. Hold on. I have something that ignores value restrictions. So we can get creative. We can be creative with this. We can figure it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the 1 here because that can't be a 2 anyway, so this has to be a 2. We're going to add 4 to the round track. We're going to make it 28. Okay. Follow this logic with me, y'all. Follow it with me. Follow it with me. All right, here we go. Here we go. So we have a yellow 5. Okay. We have a green 6. Okay. We can put the green 6 right there. Rather the green 2 than the red 1. Yeah, next, if you're not sure, you want to stop me from doing something, just hit ~ no. And that's actually going to help me from making a mistake. Because I see what you're saying. That green 3 is great, but that 6 now is in the way. That 6 is in the way. And that, if I put the 5 there, that's going to wreck that. And we have no tools to work with, so we have to make this work somehow. So we're going to put this here for now. We're going to put that there. We're going to figure it out later. We're going to put this here because we can. And we have some moving to do. We know this. And we're going to add 8 to the round track. So now we're at 36. Red 3, yellow 5, yellow 4, purple 5. Fantastic. And I say that sarcastically. Move any one die, ignoring value restrictions. We can do that. We can use that. How do we want to mess with the value restriction? Because we only really get one shot at it. We can take this 6. We can take this 6. Red 3, red 4, red 3, row 4, column 2. Yeah, we can put the red 3 here. We can. I'm looking at what I can try to place elsewhere. This being a 5 spot absolutely just ruins a lot. It ruins a lot. So part of me almost wants to burn it to move something else around, but there's not much space-wise I can do. There's too much manipulation, I think. Because I could take this yellow 6, right? I can take this yellow 6 and put it in this one spot. And get rid of this one spot, which is actually going to ease up a few things. There are too many 5s and 6s on the board. That's right. That's right, Blue Wave. There really are. That's my boo-boo. There's 1 5. There was supposed to be 1 5 for every row, and there pretty much is. So I think if we use this and burn the 3, we can move the 6 up here, have it take the 1 spot. And then that opens up absolutely nothing. That opens nothing. Because this is a red spot. But that would be the most logical thing. That would be the most logical place. Most logical placement. Because we could put the 3 here, and then we can stick the 5 here maybe, but I don't want 5s. I want 4s. So instead, what I would want to do is use this, move this up here, so that I can place the 4, because I need that 4. I need to get that out of the way, and then I could probably place the purple 5 here or the yellow 5 here, either one. The fact that I don't have a lot of blues or greens is actually really disconcerting, but it's not terrible. And if I do get blues, I can use them here. So that's probably what I might have to do. Much as I don't want to. I could also figure out how to move this too, but I'm not going to have a place for it. So we're going to add 5 to the track and we're going to figure it out from there. We're at 41. We have 3 spaces left and it's starting to get it's getting ugly. It's getting really ugly at this point. Oh, mega oofs all across the board. And no tools to work with. That's even worse. This is definitely worst case scenario. More 5s and 6s, yep. We have definitely entered banana pants territory. I will be perfectly honest. We have definitely achieved banana pants. And I am disheartened. I am not angry. I am not sad. I am just there. I'm at a weird spot right now because everything that could have gone wrong with this board went horribly wrong. We're going to end up with at least that's adding 14. So now we are at 55. We're not winning this game. Let's be frank. We are not winning this. And I'm at peace with that. I'm okay with it. We're going to play the 3 here because we can. Listerite says, well, I'm not voting again. This is being a rough game. No, I want you to vote. See, here's the thing. As frustrating as it feels to play this, I'm actually heavily enjoying it because it's that extra challenge It's that challenge that I absolutely crave. I love being forced to think outside the box. I love having I love things that make me think. I love difficult things. And that's just a mess. Well, this is fine. This is okay. We're gonna burn one of these blue 3 dice. We're gonna move that to here. That's gonna give us a row. That's gonna give us a row. 1, 5, 4, 6, 3. That's gonna give us a row. So we've got 1 row. This... In that case, anything for my Taurus sister. That's right, my Taurus brother. And that's fine. And then what we can do, right? We can do one of 2 things, because we are stuck either way. Oh wait, no, I need to play it. I need to play a die. I should do that. I should do that. So I'm gonna play this blue 3. Okay, now I do believe I have used and burned every single one of my options. And so I'm going to end up with 2 open spaces. And that's okay, because this could have gone a lot worse. And we learned things. We learned things today. We learned things today. We learned things today. And that's totally fine. That's half the fun of this game. Okay, so we hit 20 points. We're at 69. No comment. 42. Okay, so we ended up with 36. And to be quite frank, we were given one heck of a bad combination with that board, and just... It all comes down to the dice. And sometimes the dice are going to go your way, and they're going to be right there with you, and then in other points it's just going to be a whole hot mess. And this was the hot mess game. But we are going to redeem ourselves in our last game of stream. We're going to redeem ourselves, and this is going to be the last game. I usually end around now, but I'm giving Manatee a chance to get ready and take his time. I don't want to rush him. So we're going to go Lux Astrum for 5. Bell's Guard is making a return to hopefully be played for 3. Chromatic Splendor, which is for 4. And then Symphony of Light, that is for 6. I'm going to give you all 1 minute. Remember your bits and your beans. Use those to augment the vote in your favor. Tell me which one we should play, with Lux Astrum automatically coming out the gate, Chromatic Splendor catching up quickly. And that poll is going to go quickly. Chromatic Splendor is out ahead, Bell's Guard finally entering the fray, Lux Astrum falling far behind, tied with Bell's Guard at 17% of the vote. Chromatic Splendor, 67% of the vote. Y'all really like Chromatic Splendor, with a lot of lower, with a lot of restrictions on the lower end of the board. Lux Astrum and Bell's Guard not even trying at this point, with 13 and 25% of the vote respectively. Chromatic Splendor has a nice healthy lead. Symphony of Light, I feel, has not left the gate because y'all are just like not with another super hard board, and that's totally fair. Chromatic Splendor still holding steady at 60% of the vote. You've got less than 10 seconds left. You have less than 10 seconds left to go. Lux Astrum not even there anymore, and Chromatic Splendor, channel points being used for that. Thank you very much. We're going to go with Chromatic Splendor. That's the same board just played. It's fine. That's fine. I go with what y'all ask for. So again, running pliers. Again, we've had this pretty Symphony of Light. Yep, it is. And I think that's why y'all didn't want it. And that's fine. I'll probably see it again next week. It's okay. So, running pliers for red. Drafting a die immediately after your first turn, skipping your next turn. That's for red. For purple, Flux Brush, we had that before. Drafting a die, then re-rolling it. If it can't be placed, return it to the draft pool. We have Grinding Stone for green. Draft a die, then flip it to its opposite side, where 6 becomes 1, 5 to 2, 4 to 3, and vice versa. And now, new to the stream today, Lens Cutter. Draft a die, then swap it with a die from the round track. That's going to be important if we need 6s. That's going to be important if we need 6s, so we're going to have to keep an eye out. But we don't need 6s, because we're looking for 1s and 2s. Oof. Light shades, sets of 1 and 2 anywhere. And now we have row color variety. So the rows have to be different colors, but they can be different numbers as well. So, or they can be the same numbers. So that's workable. It's workable. But the rows, we're going to have to be very careful. There are only 5 colors. There are only 5 colors in the game. Red, yellow, green, blue, and purple. So we're really going to have to pay attention with where we place what. And we're going to have to go from there. And we're already starting out with a yellow 6, a yellow 4, a green 2, and a green 1. So right off the bat, we have the potential to get a 1-2 pair, which, looking at the board where it is, we're not going to do that. Excuse me. We're not going to see that this first round. I really feel as though we should focus on trying to keep the point values low for now. And I think we can do this right here and get the 10 points and just be done with it and have yellow accounted for in this row and go from there. I think that's what we might have to do. Because remember, we have to start on the outer perimeter and work our way through. That's going to put us in a world of restrictions, but I think we can find a way around them. I have confidence. I have confidence that we're going to find our way out. I have confidence. So we're here. We're going to do that. And there we go. We've got 3 on the board. Okay, so now we have a red 4. Okay, a yellow 3. A green 2 and a green 1. Well, that red 4 is not going to do us any favors in that spot. Because there's a 4 right above it, which is what I was afraid of. But it's not the end of the world. I think we could pretty much get away with a yellow 3 here, and then, since this can't be green anyway, and these can't be green, I think we can get away with putting the green 2 here. Because it's either going to be a green 2 or a green 1. So I think we can get away with putting that there and being done with it, and then just continuing here, so that this space, one of these three spaces, so here, here, and here, and here can be yellow. But if we can go across all the way down eventually and finish off yellow, that would be ideal. So let's do that. Let's finish this off. We'll add 5 to the track. That's going to give us 8 for our second round. Okay, so there we go. Now we have another red 4. Oof. A green 3. Okay. A purple 3 and a purple 2. Interesting. Okay. So, what am I thinking here then? Because again, we want to get to the other side of the board. We really do. We want to get to the other side of the board. And I think we can do that by hitting the purple 2 here and the green 3 here. Because we really want to see more purple. We do. We want more purple. Because I could do this as well. Bluebeard says green 3, row 1, column 3. Purple 2, row 3, column 4. That's kind of where my head is also Bluebeard. I think we can get better purples along the way. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add 7. It's a little higher than I'd like. We're already at 15 and we're on round 4. Although this is good because we have 2 6s. We have a blue 6 and a green 6. And we have a green 2 and a blue 2. So not bad. That green 6 I can put here. So then this is going to end up being green. So we need a green that's anything but a 1, 2, 4. This has to be green if we do that. And then we can place the blue 6 here, and that would solve blue. That would make this spot blue or that spot blue. So that would be fine as well. I think that is going to be okay. If we have to move the green 6 over to here, I think that also would be fine. But that's going to add 4 to the track. That's going to be 19. So we're almost at the halfway point and we're at under 20. So we're not doing poorly, I would say. Now we have a red 1, a yellow 5, a green 5, and a blue 2. The lack of purples is really disheartening, I must say. Well, I said that this had to be green by default, so we can go through and put this green there and not think twice. That would make this and this red and purple. And I could go ahead and make this that, but then this purple would have to be a purple 5. Unless I moved, which I can't yet. But I think that would be acceptable, honestly. And then we can put the yellow 5 here and call that done. And then that would add 7 to the track. So we're at the halfway point and we're at 26. So not too bad, I must say. Not too bad. Alright, so now what do we have? We have 2 green 4s, a blue 3, and a purple 1. Okay. This is interesting. Obviously, this has to be a red. And a green cannot go here or here. Green can only go here, but I only have green 4s, so that doesn't help me any at all. Does not help me. I could go ahead and swap out for this 5, but I'm not sure I want to do that just yet. What I think I might want to do is figure out how to get over to here to play that purple 1. As much as I don't want purples to be low point. I think I can get away with putting the blue here, because blue can go here or here. Because if I put a blue here, and then I can put the purple here, that would make this blue, that would make this red. So let's put that here instead. But that's not going to give me the purple 1 down here. So that's part of the challenge right now. So this has to be green anyway, we said. Because this can't be green either. So we can do that. It's going to add 8 to the round track. Then we're green in row 3. Green would be here. Green would be here. In this spot right here. It just can't be a 4 because there's a 4 underneath it. So this green... So this would have to be a red 4, come to think of it. This would have to be a red 4. So we have a red 4 here, and a green something here. And we have a red 4 in the round track. We can go get it. So we're going to add 8 to the round track. That's going to make it 34. We have 4 rounds to go, and we are at 34, so it's not terrible. Red 3, green 3, Blue 5 and a purple 2. Well, we just have to worry about the rows being different color-wise. So I think we can get away with a blue 5 here. This red is going to be very difficult. This red and this purple we might have to switch, which we're not going to be able to do. The red 3 is not going to work here. The green 3 can work here, which I might actually do. And we still need purples. We need purples. So I might want to put a purple 2 up there. But I think that green 3 is going to be more than sufficient there. We need to fill that in. We know that this is going to be a red 4. We know that this is going to be a red 4. Wait, hold on. If we know that this is going to be a red 4... Hold on. Let's use grinding stone to make that 3 a 4. That way we don't have to worry about it anymore. That's going to finish this row for us. This is going to finish this row for us. That's going to give us 6 points because they're all different colors. That's going to only add 2 points to our track. That's going to make it 36. So we're doing okay. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. We need a red something here and a red 5 here. That red 4 is not doing us any favors. We have yellow accounted for, so we're going to ignore yellow. The red 4 I can't place here. I can place it up here, and that's fine. I can't place the... Can I place... There's no green. Ooh, okay, there's no green. We need to use lens cutter the second we have a green. And that's a big oof. So I think we're in trouble. Because I need to use that. I'm going to need to use that red. I'm going to have to put it here. I'm going to have to put this red here and then this blue here, making this purple. Because there's no purple or green in this round. If I use this, right? If I use running pliers and I put a blue in this row, right? If I use running pliers, right, and I cut this out, that means I have to use the blue 4 and the blue 3 because I can't, if I put the 6, if I use the yellow 6, that row is borked. And I don't have anything that can move the board around. So I'm going to have to put, I'm going to have to put the red 4 here, and then the blue 3 here, and then hope that I get stuff for later on. So that's what's going to have to happen. So, because I would need something to move that there, and I don't have it. I'm just going to have to add 10 to the round track and cry later. That's fine. 46. We're at 46. We're at 46. We are at 46. And we have a red 6. We have a purple 6. Oof. A yellow 4 and a red 3. Red's accounted for, yellow's accounted for. I need that purple and I can't use it. I need to re-roll that purple and I need to burn the purple to do it. That hurts. That hurts big time. So, yeah, I can use the red 6 here, but I need a purple that's not that. I need a purple that's not a 6, and I don't have anything to re-roll it. Hey, Nub. So what I think I'm going to do is... Okay, if I burn this 6... to re-roll this, hopefully I can get something good to place here, and then just, if I get a red 5, I can put the red 5 here and just be done with it. And that's going to bork this row, but it's better than working 2 rows, because that's where I'm at right now, I think. So we're going to burn this 6. We're going to re-roll this 3. And it became a 5. Okay, that's not bad. That's okay. We'll work this row. It's okay. We'll live. We'll live because red is part of it. We're going to gain 5 points from that red. So we're essentially losing a point, more or less. It's okay. We're going to place the 6 here, and we're going to hope that we get purple and green, okay? Fingers crossed, purple and green. Please, please, please. Fingers crossed, purple and green. Purple and green. Purple and green. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. So green is going to go here. That's going to account for this. And then we've got a purple up here. That's going to account for that. So 3 out of the 4 things. 3 out of the 4 rows were accounted for. We only have 2 2-point pairs, so ideally the reds, I think, are going to be what gives us our final score at this point. Okay, so 4. Like I said, that was 2. Our score is 58. 6, 12, 18. So that's going to put us at 22. And yeah, we're not making it, but we tried. 42 points is not bad. 42 points is not bad, everybody. I'm completely okay with this. I'm good. I'm so good with this right now. We did our best. We were able to fill the board. We had no open spaces. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm good. I'm good. 42. That's right. 42 is a lucky number. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. So with that, everybody, I would just like to say, oh, I keep bumping the mic. Please, somebody make me stop that. But with that, everybody, I am going to call it here because I am about to go spend some quality time with good friends and some good food to celebrate the holiday. But I just want to say I appreciate you. I am pleased to tell you that this channel, just for a couple of things, I don't usually pay attention. I try not to pay attention to the numbers. I really don't. And while this channel continues to grow, it's awesome. We currently have over 26,000 views and nearly 2,000 followers, and that's all because of you. So I just want to say I really, 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 really appreciate it. Alice says that this game is part of the Steam sale, so absolutely go check it out. I would love it if in the Discord we could start having Sagrada games whenever I have the time to play. That would be absolutely wonderful. I would love to be able to converse with all of you in the Discord a little bit more. But before I go, I just want to say a couple of things and do some basic housekeeping before I go. First and foremost, I want to give a quick shout out again to Draw for Charity. We are doing our 48-hour stream on Friday night starting at 6 p.m. Central, so 7 p.m. Eastern, and it will run until Sunday the 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern. I am participating in running 2 Among Us games on Friday night from 6:30 Central. I have to use Central Time so I remember properly, so forgive me if there's time conversion. So from 6 p.m. Central, or 6:30 Central, to, I believe it's 8 o'clock, I'll be running Among Us for the Draw for Charity crew. I'm going to have Liara of Truly Bedrock, who's also a mod for this channel, Technomage Grim, who's a good friend of ours, and Eons of Ian, who is a real life, in quotes, real life, like, as in I know him in person. I've known him since he was about 18. Real life friend of mine, joining us for that. Pasta is hosting a D&D event on Friday night for us. It's going to be amazing. We're going to get to play D&D together. And we're going to be playing Uno throughout the week. the weekend, which is awesome because that's how we all got to know each other better. On Saturday, Joe Gamma Liz mentioned that she's doing a bunch of different events. Her astronomancy. On Sunday, she's doing Earth or Bust. She's part of a game called TBH, which is gonna be wonderful. Joe is having his Ravenloft D&D adventure in Minecraft. He has some special guests for that. That's going to be amazing. And then Sunday morning at 11:30 Central, I will be running an Among Us game for Minecrafters, including Joe and a couple of other people he's mentioned. Yes, hi Sir Thing. Yes, Pasta's running D&D. He's doing that Friday night. And then there's going to be other stuff, and we're announcing it along the way. If you're not already following the Twitter page, please go do that, because that is going to tell you all the special guests that we have as we get confirmation that we can announce them and stuff like that. I'm just so excited. Like, if you've been around this channel for a while, you know that I am a huge proponent of doing charity work. I've been doing charity work through my fraternal organization for over 20 years, and this is one way to give back. I've always wanted to look into charity streaming. I've been inspired by Mario Marathon and other streamers who are so able to give back. Like Team SideQuest, for example, is another inspiration started by Jambo. Our friend of the channel, and my real life friend Kaylina is part of that. They raise money every so often. They're on a break right now, but they've been raising money for St. Jude, and Kay's been raising money for Stack Up, and they do a lot of great work too, so I'm inspired by that. So being able to have and be a part of and be on the board for this wonderful group of people who are doing good work for such a great cause, for Draw for Charity this year, again, for Child's Play rather, is just absolutely just the best. It's absolutely wonderful to be able to be part of that, and I really hope that you will join us for that. And now that I've said all that, and I will be plugging this throughout the week during my streams, I'm hoping to get a few extra in there, a few extra streams just to help with promotion, but we'll see. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a raid started, and I do believe, speaking of which, that Ian is actually live. I think he's doing, what is he doing right now? Oh, he's cooking right now, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So why don't we go raid him? In the meantime, if you are not already following me on Twitter, please feel free to do so at twitter.com/njcoffeejunkie. If you're new to the channel and you've liked what you watched, please feel free to hit follow so you always know when I go live. I primarily stream Minecraft, Among Us, and this game Sagrada. But I am looking into adding other games over the summer. I have Raft and Detroit Become Human, and I just picked up Spelunky and a couple of others. I would love to get into that every so often. As I've said before, if you are into Minecraft, I have Minecraft episodes that I broadcast on YouTube. You can find that at NJ Coffee Junkie on YouTube. I also have a replay channel that I'm sharing in chat right now. That is NJ Coffee Junkie Recaf, named by Poppy Apple, singular, not plural. So I would love for you to check that out. I post my replays once every week or two, so they come out in a clump, so just be aware of that. I also have a Patreon account, so if you want to support me, in addition to being here on Twitch, you can do so at patreon.com/njcoffeejunkie, where at the $10 or more level, you can be part of Half Calf Craft, which is my Minecraft realm, and for $5 or more a month, you can get early access to my episodes as they come out. I try to release one a month, so fingers crossed that episode 11 will be out in the next 2 weeks or so. And last but not least, I have a Discord. I would love to have you. You don't have to be a Twitch subscriber to join. You just have to be at least 13 years of age or older, but I would love to have you. We talk about all kinds of things. But with that, I'm going to send you off to Eons of Ian. Please tell him that NJ's raid is freshly brewed, and have a wonderful 4th of July if you are observing it. In the meantime, wear your masks, wash your hands, get vaccinated, and be excellent to yourselves and to each other. Be well, stay safe. See you Tuesday. Bye.